Doctor.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you could be, but show you right here with me, the BABG OG, and I appreciate you for pull up on me, man. What's going on? Shout out everybody in the building. Now, y'all know this weekend they got the thing going on or whatever. So I'm today for sure. Tomorrow I can't promise it because I got a lot of shit to do tomorrow. It's last minute, but I'm gonna do 2 lives today. So this one of course, and then later on tonight, probably about around I don't know, anywhere between like 7 and 8. All right, something like that. So please, 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 you know they suck with giving my notifications and shit out. Just be looking out for it. Again around this time this evening. But shout out, man. Listen, so we back at it again. I told y'all. Ain't can't don't want theory. Um, it's real. And the sad part about this and why you have to talk about it, bro. You know, I don't think people understand not addressing the bullshit only makes shit more fucked up. It makes stuff way worse because everybody overlooks the and what makes it so crazy, right? Black people love talking about, the white supremacy and systemic oppression and racism and slavery, all this different shit. But y'all understand that again, the black community is doing the same exact shit that black people complain about internally to straight black men. I'm serious. You understand that straight black men we've been called what? What did the silly ass girl that got fired? The white people of black people. Straight black men are the white people of black people. Straight black men are dangerous. Straight black men are out here just taking pussy and beating women and killing women. When again, man, it's so funny to me. All you educated assholes. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. You got all this motherfucking college education, but you don't know how to motherfucking properly assess a stat. You got all this college education. You don't know how to, give context and look at things, in its full capacity. You purposely skew it and give out of context points to certain things and whatnot, what have you. Again, black women, you got these degrees, you're still not out earning us, you're still not out earning the men. There are men that make that don't have no college degrees that make way more money than the majority of black men without degrees make more money than the women that fucking got them. Fuck it, I said it. That's just me off the just understanding. The fact that so many black women have these degrees and they aren't high paying jobs, careers in the first place. They never reach the high earning points or whatever, so on and so forth. Black men that have those without those same degrees earn more money. And then when the black men get degrees, they earn more money. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? And y'all have to understand all of these damn media outlets and publications. New York Times is running this shit. Bro, black men have never attended college in high numbers. Men in general. Women have always went, well, not went always, but in modern times, women go to college more than the men. Why is it only being focused on black men? Why? Thank you. Shout out to Freeman's Journal. Y'all are going to college and it is not balancing out. It is to your detriment, not your benefit. Y'all go to college, get all these degrees. Damn, I got some girl going viral right now. I got 2 psychology degrees. Love, you got 2 psychology degrees. You ain't no doctor. You're not an actual psychologist. You're bragging about 2 psychology degrees, and neither one of them is. So what are we saying? One of the greatest things that Kanye did, I don't know who the hell this new nigga is. Okay, before he lost his mind or the college dropout, explaining this shit, bro. College. How many times I gotta tell y'all? College is a hustle, threefold. College is a threefold hustle. Okay, between the government, the college, and the businesses. If you were intelligent versus educated, you would see this. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I am not saying that college has no value. I'm saying most of it doesn't. And now, like I told y'all, Bill Gates told y'all some shit that I said a week ago. Bro, in 10 to 15 years, all this college shit is useless. 99% of it. Black men were ahead of the curve. Black men have just always been ahead of the curve. You got to find a way. Get out here, earn as much money as you can, as quick as you can, legal ways, so on and so forth. Invest, start your own business, use your own money to fund your own interests, all these different things. Been doing that. Y'all want to shame it now, though. Oh, you niggas dumb. You niggas ain't got no degrees. You niggas can't read. And that's the saddest part of this bro. This is yet again a moment as to where if it really needed, if they really wanted to fix it, it wouldn't be niggas ain't shit, niggas is dumb, niggas is la la la, right? This all you motherfucking seeing on Twitter right now, bro. Dumb bitches that's selling pussy, bitches that's done put their pussy and their titties on motherfucking line, talking about niggas, yo, not smart, y'all can't read, bitch, you living off your pussy. Y'all understand if it like for real, bruh? If y'all bitches motherfucking like pussies closed up, y'all will die. Okay. If you were born with just like a smooth motherfucking pelvis like a Barbie doll, bitch, you would die. Well, pee hole, of course, right? You gotta be able to piss, right? But if you didn't have that vaginal canal, ma'am, you would perish. That is how you survive. Even y'all with these degrees, you survive off your pussy. Shout out to Hamp. Oh my God, man. Listen, Hamp went viral, right? Because they did a clip of the thing where this girl was talking about this pussy cost. Ma'am. Ew. You? Your pussy? Not your pussy, baby. Nobody, listen, ma'am, nobody is paying for your pussy. Niggas pay for pussy, yes, but yours, stop it. MJ Hines, don't act like, listen, stop it. MJ Hines, don't stop, don't listen. Don't do it. Thank you, MJ Hines, that's what I'm talking about. And what's so funny is, while y'all making jokes about this, being that this DEI shit is, it's in limbo because they keep playing with it. The courts keep trying to go against them and shit. Regardless of what the courts do, these businesses are glad that shit is over with. They're not going back to that shit. Nope. Over with. Hiring you just off the strength of being a double hitting the minority shit, over with. So the swing that we've seen over the last, pretty much our adulthood, all of our adulthood, Black women being able to benefit from cushy ass, guaranteed lifetime government jobs. They're getting rid of that fucking framework to where now you can't just fucking be a horrible ass fucking worker and show up whenever you want to motherfucking show up and have job security. You got to actually work to keep your fucking job now. Let's see how that turns around in the next 10 to 15 years. Couple that what I said, most important part, okay, 10, 15 years from now with AI, all this degree shit, fuck you need a degree for? You need no damn degree. The fucking software can do everything. You may need a person here or there to, manage some shit, so on and so forth. But bro, in 10 to 15 years, bro, I told bro, everybody y'all think this 10-4 Tuesday should be a joke. All right. Thank you. Shout out to Freeman's. Listen, it's gonna be more manual shit need than anything. Bro, what I need a fucking secretary for? What I need a person to write down anything for now when you can literally they're perfecting AI as to where its speech is just better than any human beings. The fuck you need what do you need a secretary for? What do you need a person to fucking file paperwork? What do you need a person to do any of these things that y'all are currently doing? Manual labor gonna get the fuck out the way too because robots is here, but in the meantime, between time still, right? Yeah, listen, that's what I'm talking about. And again, this is round. I don't know how many times they do this at least once a year, man. Black men aren't going to college. Black men aren't going to college. Black men aren't going to college. Men in general aren't going to college. Okay, at least not if initially to pay for it yourself. Listen, if you can go get a trade, brother, or join the military, or do some shit as to where your college will be paid for, your career will be paid for, the way you make money will be paid for by somebody else. By all means, do it. If you have a full ride scholarship on academics, on athletics, as long as somebody else is paying for the college, brother, do it. If not, don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. You can go to the college campus and go all the parties, my nigga, without ever being enrolled. We all know this. You can live. There's plenty of niggas in college towns that live the college life that never fucking sat in one classroom. Okay. If you want the party life experience or whatever, hey, my nigga, go. Hey, you know what I mean? But if you have to pay for it and get yourself in, you know what I mean, tens of thousands of dollars of debt, and then it's going to take you years upon years upon years to be able to even start chopping and chipping away at that amount of money, bro, don't do it. Oh, nigga, who is you? Listen, I'm a black man that was comfortable. All right. And like I said, my college is paid for. That's who I am. I understand how this shit really works. I'm looking not just the now, I'm looking down the line. One of the best, worst decisions I ever made was fucking going to the Navy. Call that shit to this day. I never planned on fucking doing this shit for 20 years, retiring. You know what I mean? Hey, mailbox money, all that shit is lovely, right? Never planned on it, but it's one of the best fucking decisions I ever made. And now, but lo and behold, you didn't go to college. You didn't get a degree. You dumb. You stupid. And again, education does not equal intelligence. For you dumbass, po-ass hoes out here. What you look like having a PhD and having a fucking 0 to negative net worth. Imagine that. Imagine you having this piece of paper with your name on it, the pictures and all this shit and all. And if you die today, your kids got to do a GoFundMe and sell fish plates. Imagine that. All these degrees, all this time in school, all this shit, and what you got to show for it, baby? And the reason I'm coming at this shit, because again, this is yet again more rhetoric and more bullshit used to motherfucking talk shit about straight black men, because they not talking about the brotherfuckers. We know what they talking about. And make it seem like we're somehow inferior to black women. You know, this is across the board. And this is why I say New York Times and all these motherfuckers, bro. What are we doing, bro? Black men. All we got is us. That shit is not hyperbole. Even the black women that act like they on your side, bro, they can't stand the fire a lot of times. And listen, let's start off with this. Right? So I replied to this lady last night. On Twitter. She said some powerful shit, man. Powerful shit, right? You see what she did? They got on her ass so much, bro. She had to protect her tweets. Bitch, how dare you say something positive about black men? She even shared my shit. Right? My reply was, and she was talking about, black men, black boys, right? Pretty much being second-class citizens and people looking over them, not giving a fuck and all this shit, right? And my reply, whenever any focus is given to black boys or straight black men, claims of patriarchy, male privilege is used to dismiss it. Black boys and men need to be humanized by society, but first by our own community, right? And then this is one of these motherfuckers. So now look at the reply. Lame ass shit like this. All these pages with these fucking these anything with Barbie in it, for one, that's a black misandrist account. Anything that's got Barbie in it, black misandrist account. Barbie and the fucking cartoon black woman face on it, ugly ass hoe in real life that will never show her face. All she gonna do is talk shit about black men all day. Shout out to man JC the Conqueror for the 20 ball. Greatly appreciate your brother. Started off the right way. Ain't nothing but some money. Hey man, he just showed love, man. He ain't sitting no message, brother. Hey, I greatly appreciate you, man. JC the Conqueror, A1 Day 1 in the motherfucking building, bro. Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to Silent Sir, man. Shout out to Silent Sir, man. Hey, I greatly appreciate you, brothers, man. Hard-earned dollars up in here for the holler, baby. Ain't nothing but some money. Another A1 Day 1 in the building, man, with the 20 ball and the cash app. I greatly appreciate you, brothers, man. Appreciate y'all, right? So even when black women dare stand up and try to make a stand, bro, they knock them the fuck down. This is why I say, bro, we and oh, man, y'all, no, bro, listen. As a man, my nigga, as a man, you will never let a motherfucker play with your name, right? And just, in broad daylight in your face. Oh, bitch ass, hoe ass, fuck ass, puss ass nigga. That's the equivalent of what these bitches do online all day. And I'm not supposed to say nothing. I see me being lied on. I see all this fucking propaganda and shit being fucking put out here about black men, bro, to make us look bad. And I'm just supposed to shut up. No. Especially when I understand how deep this shit goes and the overall outcome of it. Or what the hopeful outcome of it. What they want to happen. Black women are playing with the name and the image of black men, bro. So we are fucking locked in here with them. So you don't have nowhere else to go. Do y'all understand that shit? That's how deep it goes, bro. This is why it's been that way. This is why it's been blatant lies and shit told. Black men don't take care of their kids. Black men are down low. Black men are abusive. Black men are dumb. Black men are all these negative fucking things. Why? So all these other hoes don't want you, and black women can do the absolute least, my nigga. And you gotta fucking, hey, be lucky. So they ain't gotta compete. And so they can tell you, nigga, well, you lucky I'm dealing with you. You know you're dumb. You know you're broke. You're probably gay, but I'm gonna fuck you anyway. You see what I'm saying? Bro, y'all, look, bro. This shit needs to be a class, bro. Shout out to Dr. Tia Son Johnson. Bro, I know they got African American studies. There needs to be a straight black men motherfucking black misandrist fucking class, bro. Examples of fucking black misandry. Oh man, it ain't that deep. It really is, dumbass nigga. And your ass too programmed and motherfucking brainwashed to understand it. This is why niggas get triggered. Do y'all understand this too? That's what I'm saying. Listen, bro. If you can't see this shit, you can't put the glasses on and see it how we see it, bro. Niggas swear you the lamest and you just can't get no pussy and you're not good with women. Nigga, shut your dumb ass up and listen. Get rid of all the shit you was taught, my nigga. Clear your mind, brother. And just listen to what I'm saying. Now, watch me paint this picture of shit that's done happened to you in your life and you never even noticed it because you were trained not to. From your own mama, your sister, your aunts, your girlfriend, your wife. All of these wonderful fucking black women that you died for, bro, that showed you the ultimate disrespect. Not necessarily maliciously or purposely, because nobody's perfect. I'm not saying that, but again, it's so ingrained in black people as to where the blatant disrespect straight black men get, bro. That's why it goes unchecked. That's why it goes unchecked. Appreciate y'all for the support, man. Y'all coming through heavy today, man. I greatly appreciate you, brothers. Shout out to my man, Sir Tice, A1 Day 1 in the building, man, for the 5. In my opinion, having seen it live, the whole college thing of the 90s, different world, etc., was really about flexing, not academic achievement, skills, sheepskins. Listen, hey, and Sir Tice, you know what's crazy? When you look at the shit, even different world gave you the breakdown of how it was. The cast was mostly fucking females. At least when it came to college attendees. You had two main characters, right? Male characters, Dwayne, and then the little light-skinned dude. I don't remember his name. All the rest of the college attendees were fucking women. So why y'all acting surprised? There's nothing new. Shout out to Freeman's Journal for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Salute, Mr. Fantastic 824. Let them know. Community, college, trades, military, and women that aren't trying to destroy you. Marine Corps. Hoorah. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man, listen, that's what I'm saying, man. You feel me? But Louis Gossett Jr. wasn't going to college, brother. He was, I remember he was like the cafeteria man or some shit. You talking about the attendees? I know he had a whole bunch of them. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? What tripped me out, solid sir? When the ROTC guy, he was in the movie. He was in some black exploitation movie where the nigga was like what's the movie where the nigga was like a nigga, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? I'm gonna cut you, nigga. Y'all know that movie I'm talking about? Nigga, now I got to cut you. He cut the nigga with a razor. The bitch is like, I ain't never had pause. I ain't never had no dicking like that. Bitch, who is this nigga? Nigga, I died when I see that shit, man. That's the name of the movie, JD's Revenge. Whoa, this nigga like a motherfucking a regular evil nigga. Motherfucking Incredible Hulk with a perm. That was wild, bro. Whoa. Jaleesa showed how it was on a different world. She had the baby of 2 different men on the same campus. What? Who's Jaleesa? That's crazy. Shout out to Bluff City Nerd for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. The whole you don't get no pussy argument is stupid. Some niggas are so oversexed it warps their reality. I don't take them seriously. Well, Bluff City Nerd, again, I told you another big part of it too, brother. That's what I'm talking about. You got to understand. That's another thing that is ingrained in the community. They complain about niggas being reckless, like sexually, right? Which we know isn't true, right? The straight black men are the most. Again, clip all this shit. All you hating ass motherfuckers watching this shit, I'm saying, or whatever. You know what I mean? The most responsible group of people in the black community are straight black men. The most responsible group of people in the black community are the straight black men. Okay? You are measured as a man by your dick. We didn't make the rules that way. We didn't make it that way. But literally, the amount of pussy you get is currency with niggas. I told y'all, we said this before. Listen, that nigga got money, man. He ain't getting no hoes. Yeah, that nigga, he ain't fucking no hoes. He ain't getting no pussy. He's still lame. No matter how great of a man you are, bro, if you ain't got the hoes behind it, niggas don't care. Wait, yes, I did. I highlighted it. I highlighted your super chat, brother. Yeah. Let me say if you put a message in there, brother, it showed up blank. So I apologize. Whatever you want to say though, if you had something to say, JC the Conqueror, and I highlighted that, just put it in the chat and I'll put it up. If you had something to say, it showed up blank if you put writing in it, brother. But put it in the chat and I'll make sure what's the name? What's M? I didn't see one from you, bro. Oh yeah, I did. Oh no, my bad. I did miss yours though. Shout out to West M. Appreciate you, brother. My bad. I did miss that one though. I knew it was all BS when all my engineering classes that were hard were easy as hell using software. Thermodynamics for me was hard for me in college. Yeah, bro. Listen, all of this shit, um, bruh, it's a hustle at this point. You can literally put this shit in Google now, man. You know what I mean? I don't even like. I ain't gonna. If you sitting in a college class, bro, all right. If you're sitting in a college class at this point in time, all right, my nigga, I guess. I'm just that's what I'm saying. You really got love for the game. If you are sitting in person and calculating and all this shit, my nigga, hey man, more power to you, brother. We need more like you. But hey, bro, you wilding, bro. You definitely doing that shit the hard way. All right, bro. Listen, black men were just ahead of the curve. Just ahead of the curve. And again, why would you care if you're doing fine without it? Some niggas out here can bench press motherfucking 600 pounds, bro. Hey, you know what? Hey, more power to you, brother. All right. Hey, Roy G out. Hey, these boys, hey, they love it. Well, K Cooper, listen, love. Listen what I'm saying. No, K Cooper actually is it's a lot wrong with college, baby. Love. There's a whole lot wrong with college if you're not doing it the right way. See, I would the only thing that's more gate kept than going to college, quote unquote, I would say is like buying a house. Everybody tell you buy a house, 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 but they don't tell you, right? Hey, when you buy this house, HOA, HOA fees, HOA rules. They don't. You gotta get this motherfucking grass cut. Ain't nobody. You gonna either cut it yourself. You're gonna pay somebody to cut it. Hey, at least once a year, no matter how good some shit going, some go break in the house. So you need to have the motherfucking extended home warranty. Hey, if you got certain shit, so on and so forth, make sure you make sure you not in the flood zone, or make sure that you have the proper coverage if you in hurricane, all that shit, la la la. There's a lot of shit. We just say go to college, not go to college and get a STEM degree, not go to college only if you know what I mean. That shit's gonna be fucking paid for by somebody else. So when we say this, you feel me? 4 years in the fucking in the military, bro. 4 years in the military will literally change your entire life, black man. Now, if it's not for you, don't do it. If you a nigga, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. Fuck the white man and the system and racism and racism. Hey, brother, that's probably not gonna be for you, brother. Okay, but if you can look past that, mature, 4 years, you know, the same 4 years that niggas brag about going and sitting down doing time for in prison. The same 4 years that niggas brag about being out here jumping off the porch, shooting niggas, robbing niggas, selling dope, whatever, and they dead within those 4 years. Those same 4 years can change your life, bro. Leaps and bounds. Free college, not only free college, they pay you to go to college. VA loan, and a slew of other things. Security clearance, being able to motherfucking get the straight motherfucking pipeline to either being a merchant seaman or working overseas on contracts, overseas government contractor, up to like 90 some K tax-free money for not even a year's worth of work. That's the part that nobody's telling these young black men. 4 years for the rest of your life, bro. Shit, sign me up. That's all you need. And especially now with the knowledge you have and understanding all these different things and the shit you can do, bro, you ain't got to retire no more. Retirement is a slow hustle right now at this point. Shout out to motherfucking grown man business, GMB. Here we go. What you talking about, man? Barely finished high school and now up to damn near 300K a year at the age of 44. Hey, man, talk your shit. Talk your shit, black man. What motherfucker? How many black women with degrees? Okay. How many black women with degrees even seeing 100K? You know how y'all say 100K ain't no money, right? Yeah, see, KC Cooper, that's what I'm talking about. One of the easy you can do the shit as a civilian, right? Shout out to Freeman's, yeah. And then, like I say, once you learn about, they don't even tell you the full shit, bro. Do you understand? I could buy a second house with my VA loan. You can buy multiple properties with a VA loan. You just got to be within the parameters and the rules. Shout out to my man. There we go. There we go. Shout out to Uncle Nick, man. 20 years, 10 months, U.S. Army, then 4 years government PSC. Listen, man. What degree? See, look, shout out to Freeman just told me something more. I didn't know. You can buy a 4-unit building on a VA loan. Didn't know that. Just learned something new. Now imagine being a what? Let's say you go in at 19. So before 25, now you have multiple properties, residual income. You can go to school, have the college life still in your young years, right? Get your degree, and now if you want to, you're like the top of the top. You got military experience, you got the income, you can do what you want, whatever. You really don't got to do it. But now you got a degree to match with your military experience, security clearance, and you can go overseas and make 100K starting at 30. 100K a year tax free. In 10 years, how much money is that? But y'all want to shit on black men for not going to college. That's why I would say this, and this is why all the young black men out here, bro. All right, and I swear I'm gonna start doing more stuff on the military channel, right? Listen, bro, those 4 years in the military, bro, can literally have you a millionaire in the next shit. What in the next 10? Shout out to West M. Here we go. Shout out to Roy GTX. There we go. Shout out to Freeman's. Don't take my word for it. Black man, stop listening to this bullshit, bro. You need to go to college. You don't go to college. You dumb. You just all right, Shot, you got it. Them same women with these college degrees, bro. Lights not on in the house. Eviction notice. And I'm trying to focus more so on the success and progress of black men than talk shit about black women for real. Even though that's, again, this whole thing is black women taking this as an opportunity to dig at and try to belittle straight black men. Black men have been successful in spite of for decades, bro, in this country. When you weren't allowed to motherfucking pursue higher education. Why the fuck would y'all again? But I understand it, and that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Listen, this shit is real, dog. Shout out to top one Titans. Did 6 active, 14 reserve. Now I'm 100, now 100 points or 100%. I don't know. You so much percents or points? Because points is different. Percent or point, bro. You said PT, not PCT. So let me see. You talking about percent? Yeah, 100% is a whole another thing. Disabled veteran. Listen. Shout out no guarantees. Exactly. Yeah, see, there we go. The 100% life, bro. Hey, listen, my kids can lose my house if they wanted to. Black man, don't listen to this bullshit. But let's get to the article, man. My bad. Let's get to the article.
At Black colleges, a stubborn gender enrollment gap keeps growing. This article is by Clyde McGrady and read by an automated voice. Before stepping foot on Howard University's campus, Skylar Wilson knew she would see more women there than men. But just how many more stunned her? Howard, one of the most elite historically black colleges and universities in the nation, is only 25% men, 19% black men. I was like, wow, said Ms. Wilson. A 20-year-old junior, how is that possible? Howard is not unique. The number of black men attending four-year colleges has plummeted across the board. And nowhere is this deficit more pronounced than at historically black colleges and universities, or eight.
Now, the problem with that is you're saying that the numbers of college attendance has plummeted, but what has the black man's earnings done? I'll wait. If college attendance has plummeted, yet black men's earnings have, I won't say skyrocketed, but done substantially well year after year after year after year after year. And remember, we just found out what this year that last year black women actually lost money for the first time in a year. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? If the outcome is income, what does it matter? Yeah, listen, listen, Will's Wardrobe. Men are men are being fucking of all races. You're the problem. Patriarchy, male privilege, all this other shit. The fuck I'm gonna pay you to fucking belittle me for 4 years? Why am I about to get myself into tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt to be talked down to? Casey Cooper, exactly. But Casey Cooper, it's the same thing with college, baby. K Cooper. I said Casey Cooper, I'm tripping. K Cooper, love. It's the same with college. Women of all races go to college more than men. Just like men of all races make more money than women. Except for Asians. Asians out earn all men except Asian men. Asian women out earn white men. So again, why is this newsworthy other than, again, and it's a brother that's doing the story. This is another thing too, man. Hey, agents, right? Agents and shit. I never get this shit. I was at my second to last command. I was in Virginia, right? I was growing my hair out then. Growing my hair out, I had the fucking I had my fro. It was within regs or whatever. And I would curl sponge my fro or whatever, la la la. And I was there for 2 years, bro. I had like a year left. This black fat ass motherfucking chief shows up. Black, bald, fat motherfucker show up. And literally, this shit gonna sound wild, but that only thing, bro, this nigga was he was mad he was bald. So he said something about my hair, and I'm like, what? I'm like, Chief, I've been here 2 years, bro. Other black people are here, whatever, whatever, la la. My hair's within regulations. No, it's not. You put the curl sponge on. You can't put this curl sponge on. That's fattish. And I'm like, what? And mind you, my dumb ass didn't even go look up the thing. They had took fattish out of the fucking the regs, right? When it came to that. But basically because this nigga didn't like the fact the matter I had a whole bunch of hair. That's why I switched to the high top, the fucking the high top fade. Because this nigga was mad because I had hair on my head. So all it takes is one black man, bro, to validate all the bullshit. This is why I tell y'all, man. Oh man, you one sided. You one side. I have to be, because black women, all they need is a half of a nigga, especially a straight nigga. Mostly is brotherfuckers. It's mostly brotherfuckers, but all they need is they love it when a straight black man does this shit, bro. See, he agreed with us. He said it. He a black man, so we know what we talking about. Shut your lame ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. Shout out to my man, Intact Channel again. Really appreciate your brother for the 5. My nephew is active duty now. MOS is 12B, concrete asphalt, but his first 4 years he was 12W, carpentry, masonry. He has 2 years of his 8 years left. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd imagine it. I don't know. Hey, one Titans. That's another thing. I'm glad you said that too, brother. We gonna address that one too. That'll be I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna talk about tonight. We'll talk about the interracial shit tonight.
HBCUs. Black men account for 26% of the students at HBCUs, down from an already low 38% in 1976, according to the American Institute for Boys and Men. There are now about as many non-black students attending HBCUs as there are black men. The decline has profound implications for economic mobility, family formation, and wealth generation. Raj Chetty, a Harvard economist who uses large data sets to study economic opportunity, has found that the income gap between America's black and white populations is entirely driven by differences in men's economic circumstances, not women's. The causes are many. Higher college costs, the immediate financial needs of black families, high suspension rates in high school, and a barrage of negative messages about academic potential all play roles in the decline of black male enrollment and college completion. Howard estimates that its cost of attendance for undergraduates easily exceeds $50,000 a year. If we are serious about reducing race gaps in economic opportunity, household wealth, etc., then our attention should be squarely focused on economic outcomes for black boys and men. Period. Full stop, said.
Now, again, if we're going to be worried about the economic outcomes of black men, okay, what we shouldn't be doing is shitting on them about not going to college when clearly, again, black men have seen increases, okay, repeatedly over the last 20 years. Because remember, there's more of y'all in jail than in college. Wrong. That hasn't been the case since 2000. Okay. Since the year 2000, there have not been more incarcerated black men than black men in college. Yet and still, you still have some dumb bitches that say that shit. Right? You have dumb bitches that hop on this fucking internet to where you literally can look up anything you say, right? All right. And yet and still, people just go with the bullshit. They pile on. Niggas even agree with the dumb shit. So if that's the case, as to where we're worried about the economic outcomes, okay, why are we not talking about the alternatives to college that black men are clearly taking advantage of? Because black men still out earn motherfucking black women. Black men also out earn Hispanics. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why are we not seeing this story for Hispanics and them not going to college and them not, higher education and the level of income they're making? Because remember, what did the Hispanics do, y'all, over the last I think it's been 10 years at this point. What happened with the Hispanic population over the last 10 years? Do you understand what I'm talking about? This is clear propaganda, and this is an issue and a problem to, further make the black man look bad. Pedro never went to fucking school like that. One, nobody asking one or expecting one to get no motherfucking degree. Yet, you talking about black men. Hispanics are the second largest demographic in the country. Hispanics jumped over black people in population, bro, like what, 7 to 10 years ago or some shit? 5 to 7 years ago. That's too far. 5 to 7 years ago, there became more Hispanic people than black people. And still growing. The Hispanic population, because they don't have, millions, abortions since the 70s or whatever, their population is steady growing. So why are we focused on the third largest demographic in the country that's making more than you know what I'm saying? Than the second largest, and then we're gonna shit on the men. So is what he's saying right? Correct? Of course. The men lead the race, the demographic, or whatever, because men earn the most money. The problem is, though, what they don't want to talk about, they don't want to say is, again, well, okay, Asian women and white women earn a substantial amount of money, do they not? So if white women and Asian women earn a good little bit of money, right? Why is it not being talked about how black women are earning that money? The comparisons, right? Oh, y'all, the white man, the white man. First off, bitch, stop talking about the white man, because again, the highest earner in the country is the Asian man. Do your research. Anytime a black woman wants to throw a white man in your face, I just laugh at her and I got nothing else to really say. You dumb bitch. And I go, I'm on my way. I'm out of here. You talking about anything financially or whatever, so on and so forth, and you bring up the white man, you get your dumb ass out my face. I ain't got time for you. Shout out to Sir Tice again, man. A1 Day 1 in the building for another 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. We need to address the elephant in the room, fan. I'd argue 75% of colleges are leftist indoctrination camps. Men are sick of being blamed for the downfall of civilization. Yeah, that's a part of it too. We talked about that. That's part of it too. Men. I'm not going to pay you, and I'm not going to help you. You know what I mean? Make billions of fucking dollars at this point to fucking again be shit on for 4 years. No.
Richard Reeves, president of the American Institute for Boys and Men. But now programs designed to nurture Black academic achievement may be dismantled by the Trump administration, which deems them racist diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts.
Oh, so this is political. That's what this is. Okay. Got you. So this is a political thing to shoot at Trump. Listen, bro. Niggas was not going to college before Trump. Niggas is not going to be going to college after Trump. Niggas, again, for the most part, don't need to go to college to be successful. Black man, straight black man, young fella, listen to me. If somebody else is not paying for your college, don't go. If you got to pay for your college, my nigga, all right, again, it end up in a whole bunch of debt, and your degree plan is not going to end up in you returning. No, don't do it. It's stupid. I'm telling all you young fellas out there, man. All right, not you YNs, not you young. The YNs, no, need not apply. YNs don't take your ass nobody recruiting station. But young black men, though, bro, walk your ass in the fucking recruiting station, bro. Score as high on the ASVAB as you score. You want to be in like 80 something. Get you a good motherfucking job. All right, choose your job that's going to translate over to money as a civilian. IT, electrician, technician. Hell, anything new if you can get in the nuke program. That's why you want to score. I know for the Navy, if you get in the nuclear program, bro. Air Force, Army, all the other shit. I can't, have to talk to somebody else in those fields. But anything aviation, bro, you're gonna always make money. I can tell you that. Offer it. Aviation fucking experience, bro. Money. Yeah, not the YNs. Not YNs. Don't walk your ass in no motherfucking. No, don't walk your ass in there.
Cultural centers, mentorship programs, workforce recruitment activities, and scholarship programs are all threatened by the White House's promise to cut funding to universities that do not eliminate what it calls racial preferences. On Wednesday, Mr. Trump asked the Supreme Court to allow him to terminate more than $600 million in teacher training grants, which would decimate two of the Education Department's largest professional development programs.
Well, no, and again, since y'all want to get listen, bro. How many years, for how long have these organizations been getting these teachers unions and these teachers whatever the fuck, and there's been a steady decline. How do you get more money and the students learn less? More money, less learning. More money, less learning. So obviously, again, that shit is pointless. Stop it. We saw what y'all did. Y'all fought to keep the fucking schools closed during fucking COVID. This shit is about y'all getting the bag. Now, teachers are essential. Shout out to all the teachers, man. All right, men especially. Men teachers are rare. I think women teachers make up like 70-some% of teaching, right? And come to find out, a lot of them are out here molesting these boys. All right, a lot of these female teachers out here touching on these little boys, but that's another thing for another day. We ain't gonna really focus on that. Okay. Whoa. Shout out to Ezekiel Ben Israel. Hold on. We gotta lock you niggas in here. What the hell we got going on in here, man? Likes is low. Lock the door. Appreciate you, bro, for the two. How many likes I got? Let me see something quick. Hold on. Yeah, bro. We got 140 people in here and only got 72 likes, bro. This ain't no motherfucking. This ain't no goddamn clearance sale.
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Darn more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
Get the lights up, people. It's free. I appreciate the money, but hit that like button for me. Double tap your screen if you're watching on your phone. Shout out to my man D Woods, A1 Day One in the building for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Miss Fantastic 824 for president. More like Congress or Senate, brother. Congress or Senate. We ain't gonna make no presidential run just yet, but Congress or Senate, we in there. Here we go. The military is state-sponsored black-on-black crime. While the Yemenians are fighting for Palestinian freedom, you're busy bombing Yemenis. I'm sorry, Yemenis. I'm gonna say Yemenis. I'm tripping. Yemenis just for your Amazon packages to arrive on time. Brother, I'm gonna tell y'all this again. Mike is right. Human beings work on that, whether you want to accept it, acknowledge it, or you simply just ignorant and don't understand it. If Yemen, Slovakia, fucking Chechnya, Iran, Iraq, fucking Djibouti, fucking whatever, bro. if if other countries had the opportunity and had the capacity to do what American did as far as controlling everybody else, they would. They just don't. All right. That's what y'all don't understand. If other countries had the ability to impose their will on the rest of the world, they would do it. And what makes it so crazy is because they don't have the structure we're set up with, they will be far more barbaric and it would be far more, you know what I mean? As down and dirty as America is, bro, it's still it's pretty tame. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can always leave. In Freeman's Journal, if y'all don't like being here and you just, the military is this and that, brother, you can always renounce your citizenship and go to, to the Middle East and be a freedom fighter or something, brother. You can always do it. It's like, what are we doing? Shout out JC the Conqueror for the 2. Appreciate you, brother. More bodies, man. South niggas for sure, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I don't get it. Let's continue. Well, no, let me say this before I go. Everybody wants to harp on the black man, right? And mind you, check this out. The reason why this is valid, and I know this is valid, I want to make sure I do this, right? Somehow, some way, the Hispanic household earns more money than the black household. While the Hispanic man makes less than the black man, the Hispanic woman makes less than the black woman. So what is that telling you? It isn't more so black men not being able to earn money and 50-50 ain't good enough, they say. A black woman say, oh, she not paying none of the bills. He gonna have to, I'm not going 50-50 with no man. When Maria does it, when Su Ling does it. So the women below black women have no problem with 50-50. The women above black women have no problem with 50-50. But black women are the only motherfuckers that got a problem with, I ain't helping no man pay no bills. I can do bad all by myself. All right, dumb bitch. Well, stay by yourself. Be strong and independent, baby. Creed. Not we, baby. Me. Creed. Me. As in you might then say that. But what black women are saying clearly, Creed, 50-50 is like one of the highest things popping on fucking line right now. They're not gonna do it. You got black women finally speaking out and being like, hey man, what is y'all saying? What's wrong with y'all? TLP, baby, if you listen to me, if you're a woman listening to me, I'm not talking to you. Clearly, if you're a woman that watches my content religiously or whatever, you may not fucking, agree with me wholeheartedly and everything, but you are centered. For the most part, if a woman is constantly in my chat, you are balanced. All right. You can dislike what a man says and not dislike the man. Okay. So take you out of it. Don't apply it to you. Apply it to the women around you most. The going message of black women right now, the loudest message being told is, no, I'm not going 50-50 with no nigga. So what this brother's doing is he's putting the blame and the onus on black men when this isn't a black man problem. This is a black family problem. This is a black man and black woman coming together to turn $75,000 into $150,000. I'm going to say this again. This is a problem where black women say, and we just saw this last night. A bitch said, I'll make $136,000. If he ain't making that or more, I'm not fucking with him. And her ass looked like Bam Bam Bigelow. An unattractive woman that's divorced with children is making demands and saying a man has to be at her level or above it for her to even entertain him. Bitch, stop playing with me. The only group of women to do that shit. There's no excuse for it. The women below you have no problem and aren't preaching this motherfucking anti-50-50 bullshit, and the women above you are not doing it. So who's the fucking problem? TLP, baby, that's what I'm saying. You proving my point. TLP, I'm not talking about you, clearly. And I'm not mad at you for saying this, but I'm pointing out, I'm actually highlighting you to show the point. TLP, if you believe in the right way, the most successful way that a relationship is going to work, black women attack you. The reasonable black woman that understands relationship dynamics and actually cares and loves her man and wants to see him do great so we do great, she'll pick me. She's male-centered. She's not a girl's girl. She gets attacked. Shout out to It's That Channel for the 2. Chill, fan. Love and Dana might hear you. This might be risky. Yeah, but listen, man, I don't give a damn. I said all this shit to them. It ain't even Dana. It's a new chick, Dez, or whatever the hell her name is. The Dez chick, right? But all of them say the same shit and come to find out again, baby, listen, you gonna motherfucking, you gonna throw away all the rules for that dick. You hear me? All these bitches talking about, he gotta make this amount of money. I'm not dealing with no man. I'm not fucking niggas for free. This pussy costs. End up just like this right here.
Oh no, she said the dick was so good that as she started rocking, she just got into it, and all of a sudden she said something just hit her, bam, all upside his head, just slapped him. Dick will make you slap somebody.
Dickmatized. Oh shit! Shout out to D Woods. Appreciate you, brother, for another 2. Appreciate you. Hey man. Appreciate you, D Woods. Man, they're not even talking 70-30 and have kids. I don't listen, bro. But I told y'all, what if Fantastic tell y'all again? Where does I tell y'all, my nigga? 1% and 99% for black women, 50-50. Okay? Whether it be 1% or motherfucking 49%, that is 50-50 to a black woman. She shouldn't have to pay no bills. She shouldn't have to do nothing. Show up, lay out. Listen, bro, stop it, man. One of these days, me and that woman gonna have a conversation, and that shit's gonna be legendary. Y'all thought that last shit went viral? I already see it, bro. When me and this woman finally fucking talk on a panel or some shit, that shit right there is gonna be so wild because she is the fucking embodiment of everything that's wrong with like black women, bro. Everything that's wrong with it. That shit ain't worth $1.36, JC the Conqueror. Stop it. Looks, demeanor, attitude, everything about Shawty say motherfucking Dollar Tree clearance. Talking about some 136. Bitch, get out of here. Any nigga that's making $136,000 is looking your way. He is not okay. Any nigga making 136K looking Dez's way is not okay. Okay? Yeah, bro, I'm gonna drop the list. It is what it is. You missed it. She called Arnold fat and broken it. Well, we don't discuss the y'all supposed to keep the Discord in the Discord. That's why I stay out of the Discord. This is why Fantastic will probably never have a Discord because that shit is just super duper messy from my whatever. You know, niggas say I had a fake body in a Discord like 4 years ago. That you know what I mean? And niggas be digging. So I Whatever happens in the Discord, man, I'll listen. I don't want to be privy.
Both were designed to place teachers in underserved schools and diversify the educational workforce. It's a perpetuating cycle, said Dr. Cheryl Holcomb McCoy, chief executive of the American Association of Colleges for Teacher Education. If you don't see other Black male educators, then it's hard for you to see yourself in that position. On Thursday, the Department of Health and Human Services targeted California medical schools for maintaining what Trump administration officials called discriminatory race-based admissions, though bolstering the number of Black doctors has long been a goal of the medical establishment. Put simply, educational institutions may neither separate or segregate students based on race, nor distribute benefits or burdens based on race. Craig Traynor, the Education Department's acting Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights, wrote in a memo to universities in February. Black educators say burdens are already distributed unfairly. Society undermines Black men's belief in their own potential, starting from early education and continuing through professional development.
Well, hold on. Doesn't society start at home? Society starts with family. Newsflash, black people. Black people, come here. Hold on, let me drop this real quick. Come here. Society starts with family, black people. So as I said in an earlier tweet to the reply, until we humanize black boys, okay, and stop looking at black boys as the men they're going to become before they're ever even close to manhood, this shit's not going to change. This is an internal issue. The lack of sympathy, empathy, compassion, anything other than figure it out, nigga. Do better, nigga. It's not enough, nigga. Ain't, can't, don't, won't. Until we change the ain't, can't, don't, won't rhetoric, okay, of the straight black man, this shit is not going to get better. That is the problem. Whatever the straight black man does is never enough. And it's extremely, again, never enough for the benefit of a woman. This is shit we gotta fix. Unfortunately, the we starts with motherfucking not you and me, not the black man. It's the mothers, because why? The women got the fucking boys more than the fucking fathers. The women are having the children, keeping them. And even though the father's involved, she's making it difficult, or she's interfering, and she's purposely tearing down whatever fucking foundation, whatever type of leadership, whatever type of morals and values that he's fucking building up in his children, but especially his son. I don't talk negatively about him. You don't talk negatively about him, but every time you around him with the child, you have a shitty ass attitude. You don't think a child can see that? The child can see your disdain for a man that was good enough to have a child with. A child can feel your energy between a person that at whatever point was good enough to fucking insert himself in you and leave a part of himself in you to grow into the little copy of himself that's watching you have this thing for him. This shit's spiritual, low key. Society starts with family. So even if you and that man don't work out, the importance of having value in black men, okay? And black women showing black men like just love, man. Simple shit. Oh, you begging. I'm not begging for shit. Okay? I'm not. Before you SBE niggas and you lame ass niggas, like, bro, be a fucking adult for a second. Listen to what I'm saying. This shit is real right at this point, bro. Listen. Until black women respect black men, bro. All right? And this shit's not gonna happen overnight. But start showing respect, appreciation, need for black men, and that becomes the standard message. There's still too much. I don't need no nigga. I'm strong and independent. I can do bad all by myself. As long as that rhetoric is the loudest, shit's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. TLP, part of it is this shit. Calling it out. The reason why black men don't have respect is because we don't demand it. Other women or other races tell you that black men are the easiest men to fucking deal with because we're so female centered. Black community is matriarchal. That's why all this patriarchy talk is hilarious. Patriarchy talk for the black community and black men especially is the funniest shit ever. At least for the last 30, possibly 40 fucking years, bro. Black women have ran the shit. So now that we have the mic, literally, figuratively, right? For the first time, and we can speak and we can talk against this fucking bullshit. Everybody wants to shut the fuck up. Man, you niggas lame as hell, man. You niggas just shut up. Nigga, did you tell Donahue to shut up? Did you tell Sally Jesse Raphael to shut up? Did you tell Oprah to shut up? Did you tell any of these motherfucking propaganda machines that was black men are down low, black men are not taking care of their kids? The Maury show. Do you know what's the craziest shit? Maury, right? Maury and not so much Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer was just pure fuckery. Maury was too. But even in the case where the woman would come on that show 2, 3, 4, 5 times and have a different nigga every time, what the crowd do every time? Boo, boo, boo to the man. Boo, boo, boo. And then the nigga get on there and he not the father and, you know, he do some motherfucking pop locking or some shit. You know what I mean? Oh, and the bitch running in the back. You know what I'm saying? This fucking rhetoric, bro, and the ideology that the black man is just this perpetual fuck up, bro. It is baked in the cake. Black women are still baking it. Fresh batch. Even in 2025. This shit gotta stop. Black men can't allow, no longer allow the loudest voice in the room to be black misandrous messaging. Downright lies and just, you know, shit that's either out of context or statistically inaccurate. We can't allow this shit. You got to take a stand on this shit, bro. Just how, bro, people are serious about, funny, right? So y'all know Florida passed a thing at the beginning of the year as to where you can't look at adult entertainment without verification. Pornhub said, hey, listen, motherfucker, no, we're not doing that shit. We don't believe in this. We believe it goes against fucking First Amendment rights. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shut the site down. Pornhub stood on business for a whole, like, just fuck, not you gotta do, we not compliant, so we gonna block it out for the fucking state of Florida. Your ass crossed that motherfucking Florida state line, motherfucker, hey nigga, you gotta use a VPN or some shit to watch motherfucking Pornhub. Now, for industry of smut can see the seriousness and stand on business to the point of where it blocks out a whole fucking state, why the fuck shouldn't black men be just as serious about something as your personal image, right? The way you're represented from a global standpoint. This is no longer just local yokel shit, man. Y'all understand it? Like, you literally now the whole world sees you. The whole world is looking. The whole world is watching. Again, black men have been some of the most influential people worldwide, globally, for quite some time. So now that I got the opportunity to motherfucking say something, I'm gonna speak, motherfucker. If you don't like it, if you too pussy, if you too delicate, you too soft, or whatever the motherfucker, and everything I'm saying is facts. I can back the shit up with motherfucking data. I can back the shit up with anecdotal experience. I can back the shit up with hundreds and thousands of other black men's experience. I'm not just pulling it out my ass. This ain't no motherfucking black woman hate motherfucking bullshit. I've never said and I never will say harm black female babies. I would never in my life say no fucking diabolical shit like that. But black women were allowed and applauded for saying that shit. I would never call a black woman a bullet bag. I would never celebrate and rejoice the death of a black woman in a fucking, you know what I mean? What are we doing here? But again, this is what black men repeatedly get on the daily. You're just supposed to ignore it. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's not, look. It's not that serious, my nigga. Shut the fuck up, my nigga. You're a dummy. This is why you shouldn't be involved in the conversation.
Said Dr. Derek Brooms, executive director of the Black Men's Research Institute at Morehouse College, an elite all-male HBCU in Atlanta. Colleges like Howard may be the starkest of manifestations. Peyton Garcia, a Howard sophomore, recalled being one of 3 men in his Introduction to Philosophy class, which has about 30 students. We did a Cuba trip, he recalled. I was the only male that was in the class. Recent shifts in higher education, driven in part by conservative policies in Washington, have wrought large changes in predominantly black colleges, positive and negative. The Supreme Court's ban on race-based college admissions drove up interest in some HBCUs and strengthened the application pool overall, Dr. Brooms said. But he's still concerned about the long-term trend. Dr. Brooms said at this point, Morehouse may have to reevaluate its recruitment strategy, including looking abroad. Perhaps there may be some black men in Canada who may want to attend. On campuses like Howard's, the gender disparity is understood. Women run the place. Everybody knows that the women dominate this campus, said Tamaris Darby Jr., a 20-year-old sophomore at Howard. You see predominantly women out here running for positions, and then you see their friends, young women, showing for them and supporting them, he said. It's different for the men. According to students and faculty at Howard, black male students can have a difficult time finding both themselves and a community. One night last October, young men gathered in small groups on the Howard yard and wrote down what they were most afraid of. I have a fear of failure, said Joshua Hughes, a senior who led the burning of the fears that night. I have a fear of letting my family down. I have a fear of not living up to my full potential. Some read their fears aloud before tossing their writings into a giant fire pit as a drumline banged African djembes. In 2019, Calvin Hadley, then a senior advisor to Howard's president, was asked how Howard could better engage men on campus. He put together a survey of students, faculty, and staff, and then hosted several barbershop listening sessions. Something clicked. We had these very detailed.
Yeah. Garcia. Listen, man. So listen, right? So now that these other things at HBCU, they're going to be the minority, so they get to qualify for affirmative action things or grants and different stuff and so on and so forth. This is another reason why if you try to apply that DEI shit, hey, it worked not just for black people, worked for everybody else. So an uptick in Hispanics going to HBCUs is going to fucking continue too, because again, like I said, they're having a rise in population. Okay, rise in population. All the shit that black women claim to be, Hispanics are either doing or working up on doing, bro.
Emotional conversations around manhood, around masculinity, around relationships, said Mr. Hadley, now Howard's assistant provost for academic partnerships and student engagement. Male fears can work against college attendance, students said. Fears of failure may deter black men from higher education, even as fears of letting their families down drive them prematurely into the workforce, before their earning potential can be reached. Mr. Darby said many of his friends didn't have parents or family who attended college, or they thought the costs were prohibitive. So they were trying to find those other avenues to make money and to be successful. not thinking that college was the number one thing that was going to get you there, he said. As a middle schooler, Jeraine Holmes, a 20-year-old sophomore, recalled thinking, "College? What is college?" He added, "I knew I just wanted a job." But in his Detroit area high school, he enrolled in a college readiness program, and it made all the difference. As a general proposition, young men are arriving on college campuses less skilled academically than women, Mr. Reeves said. That's even more true of men of color, black men. That leads to problems of completion, which are at least as significant as declining enrollment.
Listen, that's another thing too, man. So this narrative as to where it's only the black boys being affected by illiteracy and not being able to do math skills or whatever, that's not accurate either. Maybe 5 years or so ago, it was accurate where, it was talking about, black men having the 8th grade reading level, so on and so forth. It's all the kids now. Black girls and boys are well below fucking standard grade level. But nobody wants to talk about that because, again, it's fun and it's okay to talk shit about the inadequacies of, make sure I articulate, inadequacies of black boys and men. It's funny. I'm gonna show y'all these tweets after we get done listening to the article of all this shit of where these bitches is talking shit. Ain't shit bitches that's, again, selling pussy, OnlyFans, and all this other shit. You niggas can't read. You niggas can't read. Well, it's not just the niggas anymore. Appreciate you, love. I appreciate you recognizing. Y'all need to share this for me, man. Again, hey, hit the share button, bro. Hey, you ain't gotta have a YouTube channel or whatever. You just hit the share button, bro. That shit'll fucking bring so many people here. So make sure you hit the like button and share button, man. Just hit the share button. But as I was saying, this is a problem that all black children are going through. Again, why? Single mother households. Single mother households. Again, not all single mother households. Okay. All right. All right. Equal dumb people, equal criminals, equal whatever. Okay. But the majority of dumb people, criminals, and all the bad shit come from single mother households. Say it again. Not all single mother households, or most single mother households, end up with dummies, criminals, and ne'er-do-wells. Okay. But most dummies, criminals, and ne'er-do-wells come from single mother households. Right? I like to say this analogy all the time. All pigeons are birds, but not all birds are pigeons. That's pretty much, a lot of people can't understand that concept. Huh? Yeah, dumbass nigga. All pigeons are birds. All pigeons are birds, but not all birds are pigeons. What you mean? That was mine, brother. Appreciate you, brother Nick. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, Cree, shout out to Cree. Cree pointing out another big thing. Listen, this is how you know. Again, this is a little. This is a little 10-4 Tuesday-ish. Well, what is cursive writing for? They told you. Klaus Schwab said what? You will own nothing and be happy. You will own nothing and be happy. If you own nothing, you ain't got no reason to fucking sign your name in cursive. It's a lot of things they stop teaching, man. And people not even recognizing, man. People not even recognizing the little things they taking away that's giving you major clues and hints to the fucking, the plans of the future.
The first year of college is crucial for male retention, and a lack of services can lead young men to feel isolated or that they don't belong, Dr. Broom said. If you can show you can keep people, that folks can persist to graduation, that becomes a recruitment tool itself, said Dr. Brooms. On a recent warm, breezy spring day on campus, Howard students lay on blankets chatting. Some set up tables to sell merchandise, displaying the famed entrepreneurial Howard hustle. Others campaigned for student senate or royal court. The gender disparity was on the minds of the students. Christian Bernard, a 22-year-old senior from affluent Potomac, MD, is a third-generation legacy student. He was on the yard selling items from his clothing brand, emblazoned with the slogan, "Worth It," He started the brand amid the turmoil and grief of June 2020 after the murder of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer and the swell of Black Lives Matter demonstrations. He chose Howard for its soccer program and his family ties. Before injuries derailed his athletic career, he made strong friendships with his teammates. "There's a lot of male camaraderie here at Howard," he said. "Those studying the challenges that young Black men face are careful to avoid a battle of the sexes. Women have faced historical challenges of their own. Some people perceive female gains as a threat to men in a zero-sum battle for resources and power." Mr. Reeves said that is a mistake, particularly when it comes to family formation. Asking the young men on campus how the gender gap affects dating will draw a sheepish grin. They understand their advantage. "Young women are thinking about it too. Those ratios," said Nevaeh Fincher, a sophomore, "can be rough. A lot of the boys feel like they've got options," Ms. Fincher said, which, if we're being honest, they do. The lack of college-educated Black men could change family structures and breadwinning patterns, placing more financial burdens on Black women.
It's only going to place more financial burdens on Black women if they choose to do it on their own. Stop playing. Stop it. Stop. Can we stop this? Black women are choosing to place the majority and refusing to help. Okay? Choosing and refusing is the truth here. Again, I promise you, okay? Two $75,000 a year salaries turns into $150,000. I promise you, as long as both of you guys are just moderate in your spending and your debt, that is a life-changing motherfucking swing. Okay? Let's not say you double your salary because you're going to have, bills and whatever, so on and so forth. But you're increasing your salary by at least 50%. 100% would be doubling it, but by 50%. Okay? You guys are able to travel now. Mind you, again, ideally, you get together, you don't have kids yet. All right? You get together, you grow together, you get to know each other, you get to appreciate each other. Bro, what are we doing? The problem is, again, man, the shit that I told y'all, Black women project the most. All this, Black men are irresponsible. They need dick discipline. No, baby, the stats don't say that. The stats don't say that straight Black men need dick discipline. They say y'all need pussy preservation. Pregnancies, STDs, hell, HIV. That's what the stats say, baby. That's the facts of it. You feel me? You can put the propaganda out here. You can talk the bullshit, but the facts of the matter is,
College-educated Black women already have higher lifetime earnings than college-educated white women because they work more years over the course of their lives.
What? See, and it's little shit like this. What? Yeah, because you gotta work. Listen, this is not a flex. I'm gonna show this again. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna show this again. Every woman except Black women have a rise in pay at like 50 plus. Everybody. Asian women, white women, Hispanic women have a decline, and I'm gonna show it, but I'm pretty sure it's like 50. Why? Because they're married. They're with a man that's of that same bracket, so he makes more money and it's less burden of her to have to provide. So she can either stop working or cut down on working a whole lot. That is not a flex. This is the problem. This brother right here, brother Clyde McGrady, brother, you're doing Black women a disservice. Saying that Black women earn more money over white, who gives a fuck? You don't, at the end of the day, no matter how much more money you earn working, you don't have her fucking net worth. You don't equal her salary. What are we talking about? It's still not the same outcome in the end. That little detail right there, I'm gonna run it back. Black women clamoring and oh yeah, girl, see, we make more money than white women. No, you don't, baby. No, you don't. The reason why the white woman ain't gotta make that money is she married. She got a husband that helped her take care of the bullshit. She made more money earlier and she invested and she got this and she got all this other shit. So when she get older, she can chill. This is not a good thing. And black women, y'all gotta take y'all feelings out of this shit, man. Y'all are the biggest part of your own problem because y'all this hoorah hooray shit. Y'all, every little thing, man. If you say a white woman, black woman, oh, we doing better than white women. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say, man. They eat it up. Runs back just a little bit.
A lot of the boys feel like they've got options, Ms. Fincher said, which, if we're being honest, they do. The lack of college-educated black men could change family structures and breadwinning patterns, placing more financial burdens on black women. College-educated black women already have higher lifetime earnings than college-educated white women because they work more years over the course of their lives, despite lower annual earnings, according to the Kansas City Federal Reserve.
Listen to what you just said. You literally working yourself to death, baby. I told y'all, man. I still to this day, man. I get a little I feel a little bad whenever I see a little old black lady working a job. I never forget. I told y'all I get my Prime. Y'all need to fuck with me. So I go to Dollar Tree, get my Primes, get my like little drinks or whatever, and I'm going to the gym and shit or whatever, right? There's this one old black lady, man, bro. She be so, hunkered down and bent over at that, standing up at that cash register. Got to stand up for 8 hours. She looks so miserable. She got to. And Dollar Tree, I know they ain't paying, $15, $20 an hour. She got to do this in order to survive. Is that what y'all want, black women, for real? Oh, they said college educated. Same thing. Your ass working at whatever your college degree thing is, or so on and so forth, blah blah blah. And baby, Miss Ann retired. Miss Ann enjoying her golden years. Her and her and Billy done bought a fucking RV and they go around the world. Not around the world, around the country. You know what I'm saying? She got that RV, they RVing. Taking, big ass motherfucking family pictures for Thanksgiving and Christmas every year. All they had to say though is you're doing better than white women and you're satisfied.
For young women who care about the future of Black America, in general, all of this is alarming. We see a lot of school programs and districts that are giving up on students and giving up on Black men before they even give them a chance, said Ms. Wilson. She's seen it in the male students she mentors, who say their teachers don't offer much encouragement. They expect them to be bad, she said. They expect them to be problems.
And that's the end of that, man. So now we're gonna look at again this propaganda and this bullshit where black women are celebrating and laughing and it's also funny and it's all this shit, right? La la la. But dramatic racial disparity in reading and math proficiency demonstrate urgent need for broad policy change. Okay, so this is local. It's a DC action, right? All right. What does it say right here? Combating discrimination and racism, along with publicly funded early childhood, out of school time, and other supportive programs, can transform opportunities and outcomes for district children. Okay, according to the recent Park assessment results published by the DC Office of the State Superintendent of Education, 23% and 32% of Latinx students show proficiency in reading compared to 82% of their classmates. I'm going to say this again. 23% of Black students and 32% of Latinx. Do you know how crazy it is for fucking peoples whose second language is fucking English to be reading better than you? How y'all, these great mothers, and I'll do anything for my kids, and my kids come first, and all this other shit, and la la la. And again, these kids dumb as hell, dumb as a motherfucker. 11% of students and 19% of Latinx students demonstrate proficiency in math compared to 75% of white peers. So, bro, students, not black boys, students. That means boys and girls. Okay? They don't want to talk about, don't want to acknowledge Black girls being just as, uneducated or having difficulties learning, all these different things, so on and so forth, because that's not funny. They can't poke fun at that. That would kill the narrative, right? Black women are so much more intelligent than Black men, which again, education it's not intelligence. It's two different things. Okay, education and intelligence are not the same. Most of you college degree motherfuckers don't understand that shit. Shout out to El Valdez, exactly. That's why I'm glad. Whoa. Taking the ass women for not getting the answer right on math flashcard. Thanks, Dad. It paid off. Exactly, man. That's what we had, bro. I got popped with a bra strap, bro. Oh man, y'all too rough on these kids. It's child abuse. It's this. Again, man, pain is a wonderful reminder. Pain is one of the only things that requires an immediate reaction, right? Right? And it's memorable. So when your body is induced to something that's incredibly painful or, unpleasant, it's a protective thing for you to not do that again. This is why, hey, you got to, sometimes they say you got to let them touch that stove to find out it's hot. You keep telling them, oh, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. I'll never forget this shit. I won't forget it. And as a child, right? Electric thing, you like shit that light up. You're shiny things and shit that light up you, whatever. And I'll never forget this shit. And I remember this. This was the crazy part about it. I actually remember. I had to be like 3 or 4. I remember this. My grandma, I'll be over my grandma's house, and while my mom was working or whatever, and it was to where my mom worked day shift, my grandma worked evening, so I would stay with my grandma in the evening. I mean, in the mornings, right? So I was just fascinated with the stove, right? And my grandma would turn the stove on. She said, "No, now get back. Leave that stove alone. Stop. No, it's hot." I don't know what fucking hot is. Well, I know what hot is, but I'm like, okay, hot is like, it's hot outside. I'm sweating. It's whatever. I don't understand the concept of, different levels of hot. And one day I went to go touch the stove, and my grandma was like, "No, leave that alone now." And she would always grab me. And she went to go grab me, and my uncle didn't let her grab me. I touched that motherfucking stove. Guess what? I never did again to this day. 41 years fucking on this earth. Okay, that'd be 37 fucking years later. What I never did, I never touched the motherfucking hot stove ever again in life. Sometimes, man, it's a lot of pain you need to induce early, because then you don't have to be as severe, right? It doesn't have to be as you know, in order to get it there. You feel me? Y'all wild, man. Chill out. Now they're trying to use ethnomatics to justify the low proficiency of blacks in math. I never even heard of that term, Silent Sir. I gotta look that up. What the hell is ethnomatics? I didn't know what that is. Yeah, man, Robert W. Again, we had to learn how to read before we went to school. These parents aren't doing that. What makes it so bad is it's a lot easier for them. Bruh, put a one in the chat if you your grandma or your mama, usually it was your grandma because they, you know, older, had a encyclopedia in the house. An encyclopedia, what's the name? A through Z. A lot of the reason why I was so smart, man, is because my grandma had a fucking a whole encyclopedia. You know what I mean? And I would just randomly pick it up and read shit. Randomly. Learn shit I had no idea about. Shout out to TFP. I had to teach myself how to read. Damn, love. Well, shout out to TFP. And that's what I'm saying. That, listen, and some people don't have the, you know, your mentor had an encyclopedia. It's the parenting, man. That's what it is. It's not the schools. The schools are supposed to be in addition to the education your children receive. You're supposed to be checking on your child to make sure that they're learning and retaining the information. They're able to process it well. And most importantly, bro, teaching them how to think, not what to think, but how. Critical thinking skills, deduction skills, process of elimination, all these different concepts. Shit that, again, if I promise you, if I sat down with 10 mothers under the age of 30, I promise you, if I brought them individually into a room so they couldn't help or whatever, hey, explain, you know, and please let's stop acting like, bro, like, I'm not even, again, I don't want to turn into that. I don't even want to turn into that. Yep. Read the dictionary for fun. Yeah, listen, Prime, you know what it is, man. You know what it is, man, unfortunately. The new math curriculum is based on 4 major themes. These do not include, as one might think, numerical literacy, logic, problem solving, or reasoning by analogy. Instead, the framework K through 12 will be origins, identity, and agency. Identifies the ways in which we view ourselves as mathematics. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah, nah, that's definitely no good. Depression ain't no motherfucking currency, my nigga. Now we paying niggas in racism. We can pay people in motherfucking you know, being victims of racism now. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Prime. You feel me? Yeah, pattern recognition. Niggas are listen, shout out to Webster Papadopoulos. Listen, niggas are the worst with analogies, bro. That don't make no sense. Nigga, it makes perfect sense. You just don't understand analogies. You don't understand analogies. That's all that is. Pattern recognition, horrible. Only patterns y'all hoes represent. Only patterns y'all hoes knows is motherfucking Sheen and what's the other joint? And Fashion Nova. That's the only patterns y'all know. Clothes. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's wild. What's 2 minus 1? Well, you know, Kuza Kente foot got cut off, so he had 2 feet. Now he got 1. Nigga, what? Like, what do we do? Oh God. CJ, you keep talking about IQ tests, man. What's up with this IQ shit? I missed out. I don't know because everybody you be always be referencing. Do y'all niggas have an IQ test challenge or some shit going on? I don't know about. Yeah, man, that's what it is. That's really what it is. So that's why I'll be laughing when they be talking about like, listen, niggas assessed like a motherfucking like he on a fucking slave auction. Still to this day. But let's look at this, man. And well, let's look at this and then we'll look at it. And shout out to all the brothers that's you know. Now this dumb bitch right here, I don't know who the fuck she is. Right? But she blocked me, so I blocked her. But let's look at this wonderful genius right here. Y'all don't go to college, are illiterate, don't take school or life serious, don't actually want to work, don't have active fathers, shame active father figures, don't want to provide mentorship, and don't show up to anything that is created for black males. Ain't, can't, don't want. Ain't, can't, don't want. Creed. I got so many of these fucking hoes mad. I don't even know, bitch. You block me, I'm blocking you. Fuck you, bitch. I can, like I said, it don't even make no point at this. It's just them being stupid at this point because the fuck. Let me see. Brothers replying. Let me see this real quick. Niggas replying to it. That's really what it was, man. We say black women are the fucking the right hand of white supremacy. A lot of these hoes, bro, that's all they want to do. All they want to do. Talk shit about black men all day. Enjoy it. Burning marshmallows. Shout out to our man Maddie. Y'all don't want to go, you know what I'm saying? Look at the reply. The scene from oh shit. Hold on, let me see.
For his father, and his father's downtown in jail. What happened to our women? Women who could have been doctors or lawyers or teachers or mothers. Who's going to raise our children? What happened to our men? Men who could have been mathematicians, electricians, physicians. What happened to what's the little boy going to do when he's looking for his father and his father's downtown in jail? What's the little girl going to do when she's looking for a mother?
Everybody got shit to say about the fucking men, bro, but never the women. When again, the woman is the direct fucking the first teacher of the child. Black men's fault though, right? And again, shout out to the brothers that see what this shit is, bro, and starting to call it out for what it is. Now, shout out to this lovely lady right here, right? Let me do this. Now I don't know if y'all remember this, right? But I talked about this when this came out. This came out like over a year ago or so. 76% of black students are not reading on grade level. Again, shout out to Miss Annette Albright. Students, not boys, students. So black students, being boys and girls, are illiterate. Why are y'all only focusing on the boys? Especially because you're focusing on the boys to jab at the men. You niggas are illiterate. No. All niggas are illiterate. The niggas and the niggettes, illiterate. Can't read. Can't add. Don't even know what the hypothesis is. Bro, I had to know all what? I think we had to know all 50 state capitals by third grade. Am I tripping, y'all? Am I wrong on that? I want to say either third or fourth grade, we had to know, definitely know all 50 states by like second grade. But by third and fourth grade, you had to know all 50 capitals. Y'all and y'all want to, you know what I'm saying? That's why this shit is sad, man. It really is. The majority of black students enter school and can't spell their own names, know their colors, or identify numbers and letters. But many can twerk and know all the words to Pound Town by Sexy Red. How cute. Shout out to this lovely queen right here. I covered this and I said, I'm going to find it. Now listen, look at this. I'm gonna try to track down the what's the name when I said it, the comment I said it. I'm gonna try to track it down. But when I said this, how you know she can't read? How you know she not on honor roll? Let them kids have fun. You being weird. Why you even looking at her like that? Huh? Nigga? Now, if I assess a young black, this is a toddler, bro. This is a toddler. If I assess a toddler and say, hey, there's no way that a toddler should be singing along to this song or dancing sexually suggestive, now I'm a weirdo. A man that don't got one charge about anything on his record, any fucking inclination or suggestion or anything linked to, you know, the worst of fucking human beings on the planet. But because I assess it and say, hey, man, this is not right. This is not okay. I will not let my little girl be doing this. Oh, you're a weirdo. We got to look into you. We got to make sure you're not on the registry. Fuck you niggas, man. Sick of you niggas. You niggas, bro, die. Please die. Lord Jesus. Hold on. Please. Every last one of you niggas, bitches and niggas, bitches and bitch ass niggas, that whenever a man says fucking something, bro, to call out the issue that needs to be talked about at the moment, please find your nearest nigga hole.
Throw your ass down the nigga hole.
Please find the nearest nigga hole and jump in it. Sick of y'all, man. This is why we can't get nowhere. Nobody can call out the bullshit. And again, these are mothers, the mother and the father. Well, bitch, you now you suck twice. Please, hey, shout 2053, come get me. 2053, please come get me. Please hurry up. 2053, come get me. I can't wait to be sitting in my motherfucking lazy boy or rocking chair or whatever. And I told you. Y'all won't listen to me. I told you. All the videos still up. They still back there. I'm gonna be laughing my ass off. Just posting links to whatever. Facebook at that time, you know, after you get like 50, you can't fuck with Twitter no more. You got to do Facebook. See, I told y'all, didn't I? See, look at you. Shit was all fun when the motherfucking, hey, you know, look at you now. All the girls. And again, man, it's just fun. They're kids. I didn't say this. A black woman did. Or at least I already said this. But a black woman saying it now, so it's got to be okay, right? Listen, Albert, see, that's the craziest shit, man. My son told me that shit. You listen. Hey, you YNs better stop dancing the sexy red out here, nigga. All right. All right. No matter if you dancing in sexy red, you are a YN. Stop it. All right. A questionable one in that. Borderline brotherfucker, brother. Cowboy, this is another thing. Cowboy, do you know that people don't know that human beings are animals? I ain't no damn animal. What you talking about? I ain't no animal. Brother. Calm. Whoa, brother. Did you not complete like 4th grade science, brother? You went to elementary school, correct? Yeah. Well, humans are animals, brother. Hell no, nigga. What you talking about, man? No, brother, go right ahead, man. You got it right. You right, brother. I apologize, bro. Even though you're acting like a damn monkey right now, clearly you're in your highest fucking animal form at like over this topic. But brother, you got it. You ain't no animal, brother. I guess. Genotype, phenotype, fuck what? Genus, phylum, what's it? All this other shit. Insects, invertebrates. Bro, this is all shit we learned in elementary school, bro. Vertebrates, invertebrates, mammals, amphibians, insects, birds, reptiles. Yeah. Listen, again, man. Again, they seeing the thing around right now where it's like it's some bullshit. It's not. At least it hasn't been confirmed. Claiming that Sexy Red is a CIA plant or agent or whatever, right? Bro, it's not far fetched. Most talk about agents and plants all the time, but don't understand and see that women and all they talk about is sex this, sex that, and popping their ass 24/7, 365 is not like some of the easiest ways to fucking, subvert a group of people. It ain't that serious, nigga. You looking too far into it. Okay, man. All right. Y'all niggas talk about the motherfucking guns and crack they fucking dropped in the neighborhood in the 80s though, but y'all can't see the new shit. All the women talk about is motherfucking eating pussy, sucking dick, and eating ass, man ass, right? Popping pussy, sucking dick, fucking, and eating man ass is what the women talk about. And then all the niggas talk about is motherfucking shooting, robbing, and killing on the other end. Oh, that's not a CIA at all. Hispanics do it too. Asians do it too. White people do it too. What, nigga? Huh? All the hard white boy rappers, niggas, audience. My boy's not listening to that shit. White boys listen to all this motherfucking shit, bro, and it's just like, okay, hey, we're going to the country club later? Yeah. Meet you later there, Billy. Yeah, it's cool, man. You hear that new boss man D-Lo? Fucking rad. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think we should have some hibachi later. Yeah. Hibachi, let's do it. Only niggas are told that if you not living the way that the rappers is talking about, you ain't no real nigga. You a lame. You a pussy. You ain't getting no hoes. Shout out to Silent Sir. Niggas are the only motherfuckers, bro, where you gotta live what you talking about. If you ain't doing it, nigga, what you talking about for? Links in the chat if y'all want to come up, man. Shout out to Robert W. Bro, my son better not never be no real nigga. My sons aren't allowed to be real niggas. Not allowed. You can be a real asset to society. That's what you can be. You can be a real man. But a real nigga, nah, we won't allow that. Not allowed. No real niggas allowed in this family tree. And Rob, but the crazy thing is, Rob, we tell him, man. Listen, all you niggas out here, bro. Real niggas are only recognized by dumb niggas. All these people that do all this shit and like I said, well, no matter who he is, when it come time for them to sign these contracts and all this other shit, all right, it ain't OG, triple OG, whatever. It's their motherfucking government name, and they gotta account it, and they make sure all the money right. It's professional and proper as fucking possible. 50 Cent, one of the most ruthless street niggas that ever motherfucking walked the earth, allegedly, or whatever, right? Nigga done got shot niggas, sold rocks, all that shit. 50 Cent not on none of that gangster shit when it comes to motherfucking, million and billion dollar deals. No, sir. But low level niggas have the loudest voice. And this is why we're at where we're at. At the end of the day, man, this whole thing, I'm gonna rock for about another 5-10 minutes unless y'all come up. If y'all don't come up, I'll shut it down. But if y'all want to come up and talk, man, I apologize. I'm gonna have to see if there's a way where they can get the link to make it a hyperlink for the thing. I don't know. But yeah, man. Yeah, that too. Yeah, we just seen yesterday a grandma 58 years old getting a BBL, brother. Willie Earl don't want no motherfucking BBL. Willie Earl don't want that. You not listen. Miss Ernestine. Listen here, Miss Ernestine. Y'all out here getting the motherfucking BBL over 50 is diabolical. Okay? All right? You about to miss the next motherfucking month of church service because you can't sit on your ass in them hard ass pews. Ma'am, please. Make grandmas great again. Y'all killed a little bit of my spirit last night, man. Y'all showed me you niggas sent me a 58-year-old woman. Okay, yeah, that too. Vivica Fox was getting. Vivica Fox had a literal what you call that shit, like not coming home, but like, you know what I'm saying? She celebrated the fact that she got a motherfucking BBL at 60 something, man. What are we doing? Yeah, you got to type it in, fam. If you're on your phone, I'm sorry, man. That's what I'm saying. It won't. You can't just click it. You gotta try to copy and paste it. Wait, what? My aunt is fucking with my son's classmate. How your son, brother? Yeah, indeed. Yeah, see, look, Delray, listen, Delray, these women, listen, the wonderful thing about women, bro, they always want attention. They want to feel young. Shout out to my man Noble Tyrant for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Had a chance to get into the Naval Nuclear Program in '88. I regret it to this day. Yeah, man. Hey, some opportunities, bro. You don't realize what it is at the time, but that's why we talk about it. That's why we're here. So these young fellas that, you know what I mean, have the opportunity now, don't pass it up, but don't know that it was there. You feel me? Understand the importance of it and the the weight that it carries. If you can get a motherfucking nuclear program, bro, get that nuke certification and through the military, bro, you're good for life. Do not take that fucking reenlistment bonus, my nigga. Don't do it. Reactor tell you that's the worst life you ever want to have on a fucking carrier or sub or whatever, right? You get that motherfucking nuclear qualification, that nuclear school up under your belt, bro. You're gonna have so many people kicking your motherfucking door down. So much money on the table. Listen, man. Listen, bro. Listen. At this point, I don't know, man. It's really no words for real. It's really no words for real, man. Shout out to Delray's words. MOS 11 Bravo. All right, shout out, hey, all the vets, man. Shout out all the vets, bro. Shout out to all the vets, man. Shout out to all the vets. Yep, hazmat certification. All those things, man. It's a lot of options. Black man at the end of the day. Straight black man. If you're doing great without college, keep doing great. If your business, your organization, your company offers paid for certifications, education, take it. But only then. If you're going to go into college straight out of high school or whatever, what have you, make sure you get as many grants, as many scholarships, everything you can possibly get. Okay. You want the shit to be a net positive after college. Oh shit. Azrael, what up, fam?
What's going on? Shame on you, fam. There's nothing wrong with getting a gender's anal cavity degree. Come on, man.
What? Brother, hold on, pause, brother.
There's nothing wrong with getting a degree in African American studies. All right, we need to know our roots. Me, especially as a tether, as your residential tether, I should have went to school to get my African American studies, and do my dissertation on I don't know, red bones or something. Yeah.
Yo, you wildin', bro. You don't put the tether on that too, man. Hey, nigga, read the sheet, puts money on your head, nigga. What's going on?
Yeah, because I'm an accountant, right? If I wasn't an accountant, I would have been a plumber, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in New York alone, you get after 5 years. I always tell people after 5 years, plumbers make $90 an hour. You ask your plumber to get over. People that have houses and whatnot, the cost of calling the plumber over. That's a dread that everybody has, right? To install something, it could be something smaller than your hand, right? It'd be like $22,000.
Azrael, so I call myself changing out something on my sink, right? Did everything right, bro, and it's killing me. I'm like, what the fuck? It wouldn't stop leaking. Called a plumber, bro. The plumber came over there, bro, told me, hey, man, you did a real good job. And I thought he was joking or fucking with me. Nigga, Teflon tape. I didn't put Teflon tape on the fucking what's name. That shit cost me $90. Azrael, he said, I'm going to cut you a break. I'm gonna cut you a break. Usually my calls is 125, right? You're a veteran and you did all I had to do, put a little bit of tape on there, brother. I got you $90, like you said. So I like, bruh. Listen.
Right. Keisha math. That's that Keisha math.
Oh
Keisha
God.
algebra too.
That's slow. That's slow money.
Yeah.
That ain't no real money. I need a drug dealer. See, his money
Yeah.
right there. He ain't got to wait on it. See, a plumber or electrician or a doctor, they got to wait on their money. That's too slow.
A scammer would have made that in 30 minutes.
I was so mad. Listen, I was mad, nigga. Mad. Exactly. Hey, hit me with hey, good job there, young buck.
Right.
Go ahead, my man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, I mean, yeah, it's to me, it's like what job do you know coming out of college unless you're not even like even in software engineering, like you're not really gonna make it's gonna take you a while to get there. It's not gonna be slow, but to come out making like 90 an hour at most jobs out of colleges, you're not that's unheard of, right? You're gonna and here's the thing, like girls that I dated, right? So like let's say I would have 2 degrees. Girls that I've dated, maybe let's say they have more the same amount of degrees as me, they're coming out with more figure kind of debt, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I just I I mean here's another thing too people don't talk about, and I said it's stupid. They say white dudes they say there's more like Hispanic girls or Hispanic women that are in college more than white dudes. So I mean this is not a phenomenon that's just like with black men. It's like the rate of enrollment for most men are just going down. It doesn't become a lawyer or a doctor or something like an accountant. There's no point in going, you know? Also another thing too, even with computer science, like there's a lot of people out like that have a computer science degree and don't know how to code well, right? So I mean, it's just to people really it's about a status symbol and it's really pushed amongst like the you know kind of like the black liberal elite to be like okay here is oh we have this degree.
Hey, is somebody calling you? Because it's like your sound's good and then it goes to a weird thing.
Oh my fault, my Bluetooth just went off on me.
All right, cool. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, you sound like so go ahead.
No, but it's like you know the whole thing of getting your degrees is like a status symbol. It doesn't unless you're getting it into something that's gonna make you money instantly, then it's like okay, then what's the point of it? If it's I always say there's 2 things you gotta look at your degree. Look, people don't even go what's the web don't even go on the labor.gov website. See, okay, if I go get this degree, if I get this degree in gender studies or or whatever kind of studies or what have you, is this degree in demand? How many people have this degree? Like, what kind of job can I get with that? Right. I've told this to several people. I have friends from high school. They got a sociology degree, but they ended up working at Whole Foods as soon as they were doing finished with it. So, you know, and you're all right about the whole thing of it trying to be a ploy to be like, oh, black men are not excelling in this, that, and the third. Yeah, I've been telling my brother to get a trade, but he doesn't listen. Unfortunately, I would say this. Yeah, she probably gonna stay single because most men are not. Yeah, she gonna stay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Let's shout out to TFP and I appreciate the TFP for all your contribution today, love. It's been a great points of things to bounce off of. Okay, so TFP, listen what I'm saying. Women don't even understand it. Like she don't even understand how many men, and again, this isn't just black men, but men in general that she's cutting out. The minority of men attend college. So if you're saying you only date men with degrees, right? How much did you just shrink your pool by? And then especially if you're targeting black men, you shrunk your pool a lot. And imagine those same men you're saying with degrees, well, they're going to be desired by other women, right? So
right.
now do you qualify? Are you attractive enough? Do you have the demeanor? You know what I'm saying? Do you have the requirements as to where those men are going to choose you over all the other women that hell don't have the requirement? They're just better women. You know what I'm saying? That actually like, hey, that's another thing too, man. But it is what it is. Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, I hope your sister's not a big back because it's a wrap.
Wow, it's wild.
If your sister got a wide back and she can't make that demand, she gotta at least be like, hey, as long as you got your high school diploma, you good to go and have some kind of stable income. Because my thing is this: what they said, what, a third of brothers that have like a degree, like they're in interracial relationships. So as soon as like you get your degree, it's like dudes is in snow bunny heaven, right? But
TLP
yeah,
said it
man.
got them good genes, man. TLP is like a track star, so no, I still ain't got no big back. So you know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
people got cravings, you know. People you start to eat too much, you know. But nah, but in all seriousness, though, so why do we need a piece? Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. It's I never thought to myself, oh, let me get this degree so I can just be considered an elite of. That's more of a status symbol for a lot of people. If you're not going to school for anything that's, like I said, if it's not becoming a lawyer or a doctor or stuff like that, there's no point in going, man. You not you can make money. They were, I remember in New York, they were giving out vouchers for people to become mechanics and electricians and stuff like that, like throughout like the schools, or they put them like posters up on the in the homeless shelters or what have you. But like there's plenty of ways that you can make money. I would have chosen the trades, but I wanted something to where I could work remote and I could travel and I could go different places. But if it wasn't for that, I don't mind getting my hand dirty. Like hard work is hard work, and money is money as long as I'm not doing something illegal. But I never got. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that thing about the VA loan. My cousin, he's like my dad's first cousin. He got that joint, but when that was in 2016, me and him were hanging out. We went to go get the Space Jams, and he was already on his second house. So that was like almost 10 years ago, and he was already on his second house with the VA loan, and he wasn't. I think he just hit 40. So yeah, people sleep on the military as well. There's plenty of ways. You don't gotta. College is not the end all be all, and I'm tired of hearing black people say that too, because you're making it seem like, okay, if you don't have this piece of paper, then you're nothing. It's like, no, like plenty of ways to make money. Plenty of ways.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing, bro. Like you said, you start understanding um a lot of this shit that's set up to belittle the progress and success that black men are having, straight black men are having, bro. And you just, you know what I mean? I'm not offended anymore for the most part. I'm just making it my fucking job, bro, to speak out against the bullshit. Because a lot of brothers don't know. A lot of people are not informed. A lot of people are ignorant. And again, it's baked in the cake because we're told that black woman is God and whatever she says is right and her experience is the truth. It's not the stats or whatever. Black women get to live in this whole the exception is the rule shit. I know somebody that his mama was a fucking crackhead and his daddy died on death row and he became a doctor.
Yeah,
All right, bitch.
he's a
Okay.
Rhodes Scholar. He used to be
Yeah,
on. He's a crack baby,
now
and
show
he
me
went to
10 of
become
show me 10 of those people. Show me
right,
10. You feel me?
right.
So that's what I'm talking about, man. It's that's the thing. And like you said, it poisons the man because now the boys and the men look at shit the same way, bro. Brother, the exception is not the rule, man. Can you overcome? And most people do overcome their circumstances and become something great. Of course, right? Ideally, though, you don't have to do it that way. And that's another thing too, Azrael. I'm glad you brought not only a piece of paper, but the way you got to your success. If you got to your success through a fucking two-parent household in a suburban neighborhood, and oh, you ain't no real nigga. Oh, you a pussy, nigga. You had a you like nigga, what?
Right.
So because my parents made the right decisions and put me in the best possible situation, and I'm a product of, what I'm saying, planned. Now I'm lesser of a black man than a nigga that's, what I'm saying, out here motherfucker running from the police every week.
You saw what Ice Cube son said? They were trying to call him a nepo baby, and he
Yeah,
was
he
like,
said it's not fucking offend me.
"It's
And
not
shout out to
offending,
you.
man."
Not offend me one bit.
Yeah, and to people that are black people are in the suburbs, not to say like we gotta worship you, anything like that, but you're supposed to be leading the culture. It's not you're not supposed. That's my biggest gripe with a lot of like suburban black people.
Yeah, I
Like,
told you, niggas, black people want to be niggas. Black people want to listen to niggas and live life like niggas and live like you in the streets. My nigga, you are on the not even on the porch. You're in the house. My nigga, live like you in the house. Stop.
Right.
You ain't gotta be hard. You ain't gotta be gangster. You ain't gotta be thug. You ain't gotta be none of this shit. You ain't gotta be street, my nigga. Be you. A nigga can't fucking shame me into oh, you ain't never been to prison, nigga. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and
I drop the soap every time I step in the shower.
I buy a bar of soap, nigga, just to drop in the shower. I don't even use it.
Right.
I buy the soap just to drop it and laugh and chuckle, nigga. You feel me? That's what we talking about.
Niggas are lathering up, just chuckling.
Yeah, like nigga, what? Yeah, just let it. You know what I'm saying? Just let the water run on it. I'll pick it up whenever. You feel me? What are you doing? Yeah, I mean, so that's what I'm talking about, man. I mean, like I said, more and more brothers, man, are waking up, slowly but surely. This is why we're getting a lot of the replies and the answers to these things and people are starting to see this shit, bro. We are not. Listen, I'm not your enemy. Our peoples, baby, our peoples. I'm not your enemy. I don't hate black women. I don't hate black men. I almost hate you niggas. It's still almost. I don't hate you niggas for real. Almost. But we came from that. We've been around y'all. It's family. It's whatever. I understand y'all. I don't hate y'all. But me, you know what I mean, speaking for what needs to happen in order for us to be successful and get out of this, white supremacy shit y'all keep talking about, bro. It ain't white supremacy. It's nigga supremacy.
It's crazy.
White supremacy is not the problem. It's nigga supremacy is the problem with black people, man.
I always say this. There's no reason. Two things I wanted to say. There's no reason why. In the shot. You know what that remind me of? You remember when you were watching Boondocks and you're the nigga moments? Like, what am I doing arguing with you?
Soap drop, nigga.
Yeah. But it's what I was gonna say is I was talking to my my mom and my uncle yesterday because I plan on moving, right? So I was looking at a spot in California, in LA, like looking for like private schools, and they were like, "Oh, you don't got any kids? Like, why are you worrying about that?" But I'm like, "You got to plan for the future." I'm like, "There's nothing wrong with setting up because I was thinking, okay, the calculation of how much is going to cost private school is going to cost for my first kid, right?" And I'm thinking, all I want is like 2 kids. I want to be able to give them private school and seeing like what kind of vouchers I can get, this, that, and the third. And those are the kind of things you should be planning on, right? And you should be trying to create a foundation. It doesn't. My kid, I grew up in Brooklyn. My kid is not. I'm not gonna make him feel like, oh, he or she like, oh, you didn't grow up in the hood, or you didn't grow up in struggle and poverty. Like it was a nightmare growing up where I lived. It's like you're supposed to do better for the next generation. It's not a thing of like you're supposed to have it on. It's a stripe. It's not a badge of honor to grow up in poverty, But yeah, man, that's all I had to say for that. But it's just crazy to me with the with the degrees. The guy Tory was like, he said, we're missing out on $1 million. The guy Tory was like, oh, I hear echo. I just want to say this last thing before the dude.
Framer, you got to mute the what's name in the background, bro.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine. I'm just gonna say this one last thing. It's like he was saying $1 million is escaping the black community. It's like that's not really the reason why. The reason why is because we don't have a business sector. There's no we don't really have a private sector in the black community. That's the biggest issue. It's not okay. You go to college because then at the same time, like you're still gonna have to compete with other people to get those kind of jobs that you want. It's the biggest influx of wealth is through home ownership and being able to hire people and that lives right next to you. It's not about going to college because people weren't going to college until the 80s. It was like this bum rush, right? So, but I let him go.
It's on you, Frame Runner. Go ahead, brother. What do you say? Frame Runner, can you hear me?
What's going on, panel? Yeah, you can hear.
Go
I
ahead,
can hear.
go ahead.
Y'all still talking about the college enrollment as far as black men goes?
Yes, it's whatever, bro. Whatever you want. We can freestyle however you want to go, whatever direction you want to go. But yeah, that's what we was just talking about overall in general. What's up?
Well, part of the reason why you don't see a lot of black men going because this one girl told me that she's in college, young girl. I drive for Uber and whatnot. She said a lot of times the guys on campus don't feel welcome, especially straight, especially when it comes to curriculum. They just don't feel it just they feel like they're being targeted for the most part.
Yeah. Yep. That's definitely a big part of it.
And two is like I always say this: if you ain't in STEM or medical, or you ain't got no business, ain't no point of really going to college like that. And not to mention, I was a brother that speak on as far as like going to college and being a lawyer. I gotta give you a little pushback on that. How do you feel? What do you think? What are your thoughts about like Chat GPT? You think that's going to disrupt the private sector as far as law firm goes, the law
Um,
goes?
I believe. All right. So I would say this. The majority, yeah, I could see why people would say, okay, Chat GPT is going to eliminate that, but people still have to practice law in the courtroom, right? I mean, you have the writing aspect, and you have the oral aspect, right? So maybe to create, if you're going to file a action or create like a kind of legal patent, right? Yeah, you might use Chat GPT, but in order for you to go in front of the court, like in order for them to implement AI, like, okay, who's going to go in front of the courtroom, right? And or who's going to go against put motions in place for against you as a plaintiff or a defendant in front of the judge, stuff like that. I still is gonna You got to kind of think about it. And then on top of that, okay, how diverse is it going to be? Because a lot of laws, or not laws, cases are dismissed, or they don't necessarily go straight to trial because of precedent. So how much can you trust a AI computer to give you the right case study to be able not to go to trial and have arbitration? You know what I mean? I think about stuff like that. I think even in my field with accounting, like, you still have to be able to do things manually. Like, yeah, some things might be automated, right? Like if I'm like, I do reconciliation, or I do like invoice matching. So stuff like invoice matching, like matching the bills that are owed to people, yeah, that might become automated. But there's other things too. You got to look at, can the AI tell you, okay, what trends you should be going into, what should you be sizing down on, okay, which asset can be liquidated, stuff. It's still like not as detailed as you want it to be. It's not as streamlined. Probably not gonna be streamlined until another 50 years, if that makes any sense. It's gonna take a while.
No. I think again, that's why I disagree. Nah, bro. This shit is right around the corner. Bill Gates just had said something about this. Pretty much given 5 years, and that's why I said 10 to 15. 10 to 15 years, bro. Chat GPT and AI, artificial intelligence, is going to be intertwined in everything. Now, what you're saying is, are you going to need people? I think you're going to always need people, but the
Yeah.
thing is the dramatic decline of people that are going to be needed. So you're going to have, I would say, anywhere upwards from a 50% to 80% reduction in human beings needed to be doing things, because the those mistakes you're talking about are not going to happen. The mistakes you're talking about in 15 to 20 years are going to be non-existent. So what you're basically going to be having is, you're going to have the computer versus the computer or whatever, and for real, for the most part, um in most litigation, it'll probably just be, hey, you'll still have human judges, I think, to a degree, for a time, but still, like, most of the case law and stuff being used, and so on and so forth, or being a way as to where I don't even think a jury would be, you know what I mean, a common thing anymore. A lot of these cases will be, you know what I'm saying, judge decided, because the case law and the evidence and all this stuff being used will be just that accurate.
Yeah, I've heard. What was it? I think it was last year. I was reading a report showing that China is creating like a whole AI hospital where it's nothing but just computers there, and all the computers are doing surgery on people and what have you. It's like a room. It's like a building full of just like AI robots, right? They were trying to push that forward. But I mean, yeah, that's definitely true. I think another thing too we forgot, like, our the interfacing part about AI. Like, are people going to feel comfortable with machines having control of stuff? Like, okay, how many? I don't know if you. I know Fantastic's been to like the California, but in California they got the Waymo. So you'll see, like, you'll walk across the street, and like in LA or like in the Bay Area, you'll see a car drive by and there's nobody on the
That's the new
street.
rideshare platform. automated driver.
Yeah.
It's kind of
So like,
Uber's trying to push. They already got it in Atlanta, and I think Uber's trying to push for it as well.
yeah. Well, they got it in. They
No,
got it.
Lyft is pushed for self-driving cars
Oh,
in
well,
Atlanta.
they got it in LA a lot. They got like in LA, like they got the little small robot instead of people doing DoorDash or hiring DoorDash. They have the robot and it goes to like people's house in the vicinity area. It's really small, look like Wally, like a little small box, and it goes, travels through. It's not, it don't go long distances, but they'll drop off food. And like I said, in the Bay Area, they got the Waymo thing. It's look wild to me, but how many people going? I mean, it is what it is. But how many people going to be comfortable with having a autonomous? There's no kind of driver, like the driver's autonomous or what have you.
Deliveries, I will see a lot. Matter of
What
fact,
about driving you? Like, okay, I'm gonna go from where you live to like East downtown Atlanta. Like, how many people will be comfortable with that?
Long as it's on the road, they'll probably be fine. But the highway, I don't think people are gonna trust it because you're doing 70 miles an hour in the rain. That's another thing that's gonna throw it off. The weather. The weather is gonna throw a lot of that automation off too when it comes to self-driving cars. Because most people don't like driving in the snow. I know them cars ain't gonna move in the snow like that. In the rain, people can't. The further you go south, some people can't. They say North Carolina got the worst drivers. I beg to differ. They say we can't drive.
Too.
Yeah. They say we got some of the worst drivers. We can't drive in the rain for shit. And I've seen a lot of accidents happen in the rain.
Yeah. No. You know, but let me make sure I get my brother Kelvin in here. Kevin, what's up with you, brother?
Not much, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go right ahead.
All right, cool, man. I just wanted to speak on the point about black men going to school, man. I've lived long enough to have changed my mind on this, man. I'm a man with 2 degrees myself. Got a degree in finance. I got a degree in data science.
Okay.
And when my nieces were younger, I was like, oh, you should go to school, find something to go to school for. Now I tell these kids, hey, go find a skill, go find a certification. And I don't even care if you're going for STEM, because I'm like, unless you're trying to be like a nuclear physicist or something like that, then you go to school. But if you like trying to do something like coding or something like that, go sit in somebody's boot camp for 8 to 12 months, man. It's a lot cheaper. I think school is good for networking, and that's part of it. If you ain't good at networking, don't spend $100,000 to go make friends, man. It ain't worth it. But it is to have good people in good places. But yeah, school ain't it no more, man. I will not tell my nieces and nephews to go at this point. They're 18, 19, 20 years old. Like, if you want to go, cool, but understand what it is.
Now, let me ask you this. What are your thoughts about the Ivy Leagues? You think it's still worth it, or?
Nah, none. It's all the same. Listen, Ivy League, like you said, that's more so when you do the Ivy League school or whatever. That is just like it's like the educational version of fraternities and sororities, right? So
I thought the connections would be I thought the connection.
That's what I'm saying. The networking. That's what I'm talking about. So the networking aspect of it, and you get that stamp on your resume. Hey, I got my degree from Yale or from Harvard or from whatever, so on and so forth. That's going to get you into doors that, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't, or put yours above everybody else. Everybody else has the same thing. So a person that has the same level of degree you have, but it's from Harvard, they're going to have preference because it's Harvard, right? So that's basically what you're paying for from that thing. That's why I think what the majority of their donors are, or the majority of the attendees are, what do you call it, legacy? Like the parents went there.
Nepo
right?
babies.
Yeah, legacy admissions. Yeah,
legacy admissions. You feel me? So having that understanding of it, bro, that's the game. That's what I'm saying. And again, with other people saying this, I'm just going by, and I've been warning this for I don't know how long. Mr. John, you gotta, I don't know who you are, fam. You gotta before I bring you up, you definitely gotta turn your camera on in the back. I don't know who the fuck you are, and it looked like some Western shit. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, my thing is this: if you're going to college for a resume purpose, you don't waste. I mean, when I say college, I mean your Ivy Leagues. If you go in there for a resume stamp, you pretty much wasted your time. I'm like, you're supposed to be networking, moving, bumping elbows with somebody. Somebody got some power and money, especially crowdsourcing. That's the best place to crowdsource at that level.
I wouldn't see exactly either that, or if you're trying to get into politics, yeah. But people that are doing that, they're already groomed by, like, before they get into high school, that they're going to be a senator, or they're going to be a mayor, or they're going to be a congressman or something like that,
That's for your academy, though, like your Naval Academy, your Air Force, and your Army Academy.
Yeah. But
I mean, I look at a prime example, right? I live in New York, like with Columbia and then Harvard, like they have to abide by what Trump says now. Like Trump is like he's looking into their funding. He's going to take away a bunch of their. He's potentially looking at taking away some of their funding and what have you. So it's not. I mean, I'll put it to you this way: it's not gonna jump you so far ahead of everybody else, right? If you go to a city college, you'll be fine. You will come out with probably less debt. I know people that got a degree at a city college, and they making six figures now in the dental field. So it ain't really. I mean, the name doesn't even mean anything anymore either. That's why a lot of these liberal private colleges are closing down too.
Now, with that being said, are you gonna see more women enter the trade workforce as far as your carpenter go?
No. That what's gonna happen is they're gonna consolidate those skills consolidate the workforce. Those women are gonna probably go into doing something that's more less niche because it's too much brainwashing right now, right? The woman they're not going to change for another generation of saying the mindset of, oh, college is the end all be all. And then those women, depending on honestly, depending on what race it is, a woman, those women that might have went to college, they might go and then they drop out and then get married and become like mothers and stuff like that.
That might affect the fraternities and sororities.
Hey, how y'all doing? Can I just say one thing?
Sure,
What's
brother.
up?
I just want to say one thing, man. Like with all the AI and stuff going on, not from the past, not from the future now. What y'all gonna do when the modern day John Connor come to fight against that shit? Cause you gonna get pushed back from that shit.
Yeah, that's too
Everybody not
far, bro.
going for that.
That's a little too far.
That's a little bit too far.
Yeah, man. I ain't want to go to the fantasy part of it.
No, I don't think about it too deep now. But I'm talking about, you think people ain't gonna fight against this, man?
They
You
already
want
pushing back.
robots to really take care of you and take all the jobs and all that, man? You think nobody gonna push back?
Yeah, well, I can explain to you, brother. No, they're not, because it's gonna make your life so much easier. People are lazy by nature, right? So this is never gonna be. You don't ever come into, and even if you look into the thing like with iRobot, right? You know what I'm saying? How did they get to be where they did? You build a faith of the people, right? And then over time, it turns into the whole takeover thing. People are lazy, bro. People do not want to do work. So if you could sit down all day and have somebody do your job for you, you're gonna do it, right? So that's what it's gonna be presented as. So this is why it's not gonna be anybody really fighting for it, so on and so forth. You're gonna kill the will for the people to fight, and then by the time you get to that point to where you should fight back, it's too late.
And we've seen it happen. I'll say this to add on what Fantastic to say. If you can convince people to stay inside their house for months on end because of a beer flu, or to put a mask to put a mask over their head even while they're driving in their own damn car, trust me, the will of the people is not that strong.
Nah, they're not. It's not going to be there, bro. They're not
I
going to
wish it
want
was.
So you don't think it's gonna at least take 2 generations for people get to that point to where
I
they
think
just accepting it 100%?
Let me tell you
We
this.
are already halfway there.
People are willing to put. People are willing. People. Let me say this. People rather put a tablet in front of their kid than to
Exactly, and
actually
teach them
be
anything and
to
interact
actually
with
be-
your own children. So yeah,
Exactly.
we're already like I say a half a generation into it, if not a whole one, bro. Shout out to Ezra for saying this. You know how many like toddlers I see with cell phones and tablets?
True.
Like
And the crazy part is Bill Gates won't give one of his kids like that either. He won't give his kid a tablet. He's the guy that invented it, or knows it from the inside out. He won't let his kids play with tablets. That tells
I
me
hear
everything I
you though.
need.
I can accept that. I just feel it's gonna be at least one organization. It's probably gonna be viewed as terroristic, but it's gonna be at least one organization that's like, nah, we gonna put up some kind of fight. And when that gets put down, then it gets put fully into play. But it's gonna be some aggressive pushback from some boomers or something.
And you know
Old
where they're
niggas
gonna
not
set
just
it up?
giving up like that now.
I have a theory. What they're
Well,
gonna
it wouldn't
do
be
is
the boomers, bro. They too old. Oh, what the hell boomers gonna do? They old, bro.
They gonna blow some shit up, blow some of them factories up and all that.
What they're gonna do is, you see how Elon is in office. I mean, Elon not office, but he's working with the government and what have you. I believe that the deal is going to be okay. We're going to reduce the debt, and in turn, we're going to create some kind of subsidies where we're going to create robots to help people that are poor or low income. And I believe that's where they implement it and then work their way up to be like, oh, we're helping out the people that are in dire needs or in poverty to make their life easier. That's where it might start off with, and then people are going to be like, okay, I don't see what the issue is. It's helping out poor people. You know, that's going to be the premise. This is helping out poor people. Why wouldn't you want it, right? It's not going to be. It can't be that bad, you know. And it's from the government. People are going to be like, oh, it's from the government, and that's how they're going to implement it. That's how they're going to incorporate it.
I mean, I think personally, the only thing that's keeping this thing from going full freight is probably the fact of the lack of a UBI, because you put a lot of this AI in place, it's going to replace a lot of people and the people who don't know how to work with it, right? So once you get a place to be able to give people the placebo saying, oh, well, I can still live and I can still function, I can still go eat and things like that. Once they find that, I think they let this thing go. But that's just as far as my opinion on it. But, who knows?
I do have a theory though, and I was telling my mom this morning. What they plan on doing, I forgot the guy. He's a German guy, dude, evil as hell though. But he's the one of the heads of the IMF, or I think the World Organization, and they talking about smart cities where you only go past the smart city is basically
Klaus Schwab.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Carl Schwab. Yeah,
Los
Yeah, all this
Angeles.
shit, like I said, they told all this shit was warned, bro, and you told about this shit, man. A lot of people, like I said, Ezra, they ain't paying attention to it. They told you during the lockdowns, bro. They told you the plans for everything, smart cities, like you said, pretty much, globalism, communism. You're not owning shit, eating bugs, all that shit, bro. All the dystopian shit that you see in movies or whatever. They talked about that at the World Economic Forum. It's planned. It's already there. Stop eating meat. That was the whole thing about eating meat, and cows create too much carbon dioxide because of fucking cow farts and all this kind of crazy shit, bro. So yeah, all this shit is already there. You just gotta look for it. But let me get my man on West M in the building. West M, what's up, brother? Greatly appreciate you for coming up.
Yeah, I'm doing good. How y'all doing today?
Hey, can't complain, brother.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, all right. Yeah, sorry, I'm here at work, so I gotta be short. But
Okay, no.
yeah, going with me, I'm a mechanical engineer. If I could do anything over again, I would definitely. I went to community college, then I went to the university. I would have ended up getting a certification in diesel engines, like get a certification in Volvo and then Cummins, and then do an apprenticeship with some company that does work with boats. From me being from the 757, I have seen $100,000 contracts that was only a weekend project, working on yachts, working on a bunch of machinery that always need constant maintenance, and it's all the ports throughout the U.S. and anywhere and everywhere. When I was in, where the hell was I at? Jesus, either it was the port of Miami, or no, it was the port in West Palm Beach. It was one of the world's most expensive yachts by a freaking Russian oligarch. That yacht was like 250 million, and they had the guys to come in and do maintenance on it, and they said that they made like 160 for 2 weeks worth of work, and it was only like three guys. So like it's so much other things that other cultures, other people know about that, we're just not in the loop of doing those type of work or whatnot. But yeah, that's why I just wanted to put in my 2 cents in, and you know, that was it.
Hey man, brother, greatly appreciate you again. So listen, man, I hope you guys take this information and pass it down to the young people coming up. Shout out to Kelvin. Shout out to brother West M, man. This is brothers who've done it, who've given you a not necessarily a cheat code, but an easier route and a better way of doing things. Right? As you learn better, you do better, and it's the whole purpose of this community, my platform or whatever. Straight black men looking out for straight black men, bro. Because again, a lot of these boys don't have that. They don't have what I'm saying, a dad, a uncle, older cousin, or anybody that has experiences in these fields And like you said, they're not being given any real direction. Just go to school. You know what I'm saying? Go to school or get a good job. Well, what should I go to school for? What really is a good job? You feel me? Why should I go to school and what should I, you know what I mean? So all these different things, man. But greatly appreciate you, bro.
Oh, one other thing, fantastic. Before I go, I ain't gonna put
Sure.
my business out there, but my wife works at, the 757. It's a school
Yep.
it's a college in Norfolk, and it ain't the black one.
Uh-huh.
My wife is up there, kind of high director of
Mm,
like the kids coming in using the dorms or whatnot. You would
uh-huh.
be surprised how many of the kids first semester academic probation, get into academic probation. Second semester, they have a GPA of like point three something. Like they fail every class and then got a D minus in the last class. And
Damn.
my wife would be like, "Yo, what's going on?" Talking this, that, and the other. And the guys would just say, "It's constant partying." Like I did not know that ratio was that crazy in up there in Howard University. Of course, me being from that area or from 757, have plenty of friends that go up there. They always talked about how many women it is. So on the weekends, you're partying, you're doing this, that, and the other. And what the young kids were saying was to my wife was like, "Yo, during class, I'm getting text messages, talking with other girls, because while I'm in class, they ain't in class, and it was just always, it wasn't knowing when to shut that off
Mm-hmm.
because as soon as you get out of class, you could go across the street to another joint,
Yeah.
and it was just did not know when to turn that party aspect off because if you talking to five girls at one time and just over the weekend you doing this, you meeting another group, it's just one whole party throughout that whole semester, and now your grades is slacking and now you're behind. So that's one aspect that I would say that I didn't even know was common, but my wife kind of tells me about it, and she'll get something like that at least 3-4 times a year.
Yeah.
But thank
Yeah.
y'all, and I gotta get back to work. I'll listen on YouTube. Thanks, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
Mhm.
But yeah, man. At the end of the day, dog, black men, we're doing just fine and gonna continue to do just fine and get even better without college, quote unquote. If you go to college, have somebody else pay for it. Several brothers have said it. Brothers with degrees, multiple degrees have told you the way to do these things. So hey, by all means, navigate it. There is a way. There are plenty of ways to you know what I'm saying, make it and be successful, bro, without a college education. The majority of men, not just black men, men, the majority of men don't go to college. All races, shapes, sizes, heights, all that shit, man. What are we talking about? Upbringing. So please, 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 can this be the last time we get into this shaming tactic of trying to, belittle black men because we don't attend college like every other man does it. But anyway, man, hey, this was a great, great stream today. I will be back on again later today. So pull up on me later. It's a couple of different things going on, man. There's a lot of shit happening right now. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to talk about, but we're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But that's that on that one, man. I'm gonna catch y'all next one. Holla, we out. Yeah, see, well, you just made it. There we go. So hey, shout out to Azrael. That's what it was gonna be. I was flipping like coins and shit, man, but Azrael sealed the deal. So I'm gonna be talking about Young Scooter later on this evening, man. Shout out. Catch y'all later.